What is up, everybody? Welcome. Sunday Night Live. Turtleboy, 404 evidence against Aidan Kearney. He's been e-begging, asking people, why aren't you helping me beat my charges? He's asking turtle writers. He's asking people with platforms. So we're going to talk about Turtleboy's charges. What's up? We're actually going to talk about a little bit of a timeline here. Something that Turtleboy doesn't want to talk about. Again, welcome. It is Sunday, right? I'm wearing I am not a regular mom t-shirt. I'm not a regular mom. Give a shout out to all our fathers out there. Happy Father's Day. This is the Turtleboy double interest timeline. Something Turtleboy doesn't want to talk about. We're going to be talking about that tonight. We're going to be talking about this 404. You know, he's like, hey, help me. I'm begging for help. Well, we're going to give you the 404. Okay. Over the weekend, bomb threats when people want to have fundraisers. I mean, what? Tom, CPU Tom, how embarrassing, man. What are you doing? To see Leah Genduso, I believe is a person that posted it, and I about fell over, that Tom was selling used dildos. Just get that on a shirt, please. Okay. So this is the timeline that Turtleboy does not want to talk about. It is the what I like to call the double interest timeline. Over here on the left side, Turtleboy's trial date, December 1st, 2026. There is a reason that I believe Turtleboy is stalling. A couple reasons. Ooh. And one of those is that there's a legislative track for a House bill. The only person I thought that really contributed in a besides financial way was Andrea Burkhart when she brought something to Turtleboy's attention. He acted like he didn't know what she was talking about. He knew everything that she was talking about. And so we're going to talk about this Massachusetts 4064. And that is, well, let's just pull it up. It is to change the law in Massachusetts for witness intimidation. Aidan Kearney knows this man real well. And it is currently, and it's I don't think it's going to make it. I think it's going to get to the end of the year, and it's going to die because it's not going to make it. It's, I think, been put in a stall, but they're not going to come out and say that. But let's talk about this. This is what Turtleboy wants to come into effect, because it would then take the Commonwealth's burden to a completely different level. So let's take a look here. What this is this is an act to safeguard judicial integrity through enhanced witness protection. But they want to change this chapter 268 of the general laws is hereby amended by striking out section 13B and inserting in its place this language. So intimidation, the use of explicit or implicit threats, physical force, offering bribes or gifts, extortion, blackmail, or other coercive means where the accused communicates either directly or through third parties an intent to cause fear of physical injury or damage to property, and influence the testimony of any person in an official proceeding through communication of such intent. This is the new language that is being sought. There's a bunch more stuff. I'm not going to sit here and bore us with that. All I want you guys to know is that this is on the same type of a track that Aidan Kearney is on to go to trial. And so delay. We want to change the statute. Yeah. we're gonna come back to that. In case you want to know where it's at right now, he says he was a history teacher. Well, he needs a government lesson because where it's at, it's just stage 1. They introduced it and it did its referral. They completed that stage. Where it's at right now is stage 2, which is for committee review. That's the current stage that this bill is at. The committee must schedule a public hearing to review the text and take testimony before voting on whether to report the bill favorably or send it to a study order, which effectively stalls it. That's what's happening right now. I believe it was sent to a study order. I confirmed that today. Then stage 3 here, there will be a chamber readings and debate. And that's still pending because we're not to that stage yet. And that's if reported favorably, it must pass 3 consecutive readings and floor debates in order. Again, this is both the House and the Senate. Again, we're not even there yet. Then if it survives, then it gets to go to the governor. Should it pass both legislative branches, it would be sent to Maura Healey to be signed into law. Or she could veto it. Because the legislative sessions runs through the end of the year, the timing of this bill, the 4604 House bill here, it closely mirrors Aidan Kearney's court path. If the bill stalls in committee through the fall, it is my belief that it will not influence the December trial, and therefore the judge doesn't want to move that. And if Aidan Kearney has his trial in December, this will pass the 194th year. So yeah, it is in its 194th general court. And so by the end of the year, I want you guys to see an important date here. This was filed on 1/17/2025. Aidan Kearney was writing about and in support. He knows the guy that did this. They have a really good relationship, very good relationship. So do I think that the statute should be tweaked in some ways? Possibly. But I can tell you what, I don't think that what Aidan Kearney went out and did, it should ever happen. So, and we're going to get into that. I want to take us back to Aidan Kearney's like, help me, help me, help me. Come on, fuck, goddamn it, people, help him. They gave him $80,000. Where are your paralegals? Where are your criminal researchers? What are you doing with all this money? They just literally raised, 3 weeks ago, 80 G's. He said it's gone. Yes, he was. Nick was a guest. Well, July is going to be a hot month for Aidan. He has July 13th, 2026, a cell phone hearing, I'm calling it, but this is when Cosgrove is set to appeal the prior judge's denial of a search warrant for 2 cell phones seized from Karen Reed, aiming to investigate a potential witness intimidation conspiracy. And that is July 13th. Then a week later, we have this lovely motion to dismiss on July 20th. It's gotten pushback. So he has basically back-to-back weeks of hearings. And Cosgrove wants to get into Karen Reed's phones, wants to use them. So he's not just accepting. So he's going to appeal that. Now I want to show you something that back in the day, you guys remember when Aidan Kearney came out and he said, hey, Lucky, I know the Alberts are threatening you. He made it seem like It was from the Alberts, the McCabe's, all these people that were going to be like threatening him, intimidating him, all this bullshit. Very early on, Karen Reed found out that Lucky had plowed, and that was in February, basically, that they had found out this information. I went ahead and did a FOIA request, public records request, and I pulled every single file, incident report that there was of Lucky, Brian Loughran. I pulled everything. I wanted every incident report because I believe that that's something that Karen Reed and her team would have done immediately. Well, I'm not sure if did Aidan ever put this stuff out? You know, he just doesn't like to talk about anything that's like serious. We'll get to the stuff that he talks about. On February 5th, 2015, at approximately 1606 hours, vehicle number 1 was plowing for the town of Canton. Vehicle number 1 was plowing the length of Savenhill Street and struck a pedestrian while backing his truck out with his plow. Vehicle 1 operator Lucky Loughran, Brian Lucky Loughran, stated that he observed the pedestrian, Miss Ekman, Hannah Ekman, walking down Savenhill toward Washington Street. He stated that he had a good visual of her the entire time. I spoke with a witness, Kathleen Sullivan, that resides at whatever address. She stated that she observed Ekman walking down the street and the truck with the plow backing up and striking the left side of Miss Ekman. She stated that the plow truck operator was looking over his right shoulder and believes he never saw her on the left side. Miss Ekman stated that she did observe Mr. Loughran when he was backing up and believes he never saw her. Ekman was evaluated by Canton Fire and transported to Norwood Hospital. What the fuck? This is Tina with What the Fuck Translation Services. Have you guys ever heard about this? Again, that's 2015. Then, let's see. Next is, what year is this one? 2012 at 7:17 in the morning. Vehicle 1 was in the process of taking a left-hand turn out of the town hall parking lot. While Vehicle 1 was trying to take the turn, Vehicle 2 attempted to drive around Vehicle 1, crossing the marked yellow lines on Sherman Street. While Vehicle 2 was attempting the maneuver, Vehicle 2 struck Vehicle 1, causing the accident. That was involving Lucky Loughran and John Sheehan. Again, at 7:17 in the morning on January 10th, 2012. Look at these people when they make these reports. Next, January 28th, 2011, Brian Loughran and Edward Carminas. Vehicle 1 was traveling south on Puniket Street, Canton, Mass. Made a legal stop at the intersection of Raven Road, Canton, Mass. When Vehicle 2 rear-ended Vehicle 1, then leaving the scene. I mean, this is all they do in Canton is hit people, leave the scene. I mean, what's going on? So we have 2011, 2012, 2015. We're going to come back here to a 2025 situation here. On Tuesday, December 23rd, 2025, at approximately 8:15 p.m., I responded to a MVC involving a DPW skid steer and an MV at the intersection of Washington Street and at Church Street. Vehicle 1, a 2016 Nissan Sentra, attempted a left-hand turn from Washington Street onto Church Street. Vehicle 2, the DPW skid steer, was in the process of distributing salt treatment onto the sidewalk and crosswalk. Vehicle 2, while crossing Church Street, Vehicle 2 turning left from Washington onto Church, struck Vehicle 1. Operator of Vehicle 1 stated that he did not see Vehicle 2 crossing Church Street and then crashed into Vehicle 2, causing damage to the left side of the skid steer. Vehicle 1 was towed due to the front airbag's deployment. Operator of Vehicle 2 transported to the hospital, complaining of left arm pain. Again, what the fuck is going on here? We're going to go back to this. You can't make this up now. Again, welcome to Truth and Transparency tonight. I went back and listened to some of the way that Turtleboy handled Lucky and how he made it seem that there was a time that Turtleboy made what I would consider a threat. It's like, hey, I know this about you. If you don't do something that I want you to do or do something for me, I'm going to then tell the world about something. Okay? So here's a little person. Here's this vehicle. So this is in 2015. On February 5th, 2015, at approximately 4 p.m, Vehicle 1 was plowing for the town of Canton. Lucky is in the plow, driving the plow. Okay? This is literally fast forward from 2022, so this is 2015. Lucky's in his plow truck, same time frame of like what happened with John. And Lucky was plowing for the town of Canton. Vehicle number 1 was plowing the length of Sabin Hill Street and struck a pedestrian. Struck a pedestrian. How in the world has nobody ever heard about this? How has nobody went and done a public request on any, like, how is it? So nobody, I mean, what does Turtleboy do all day? I need to know what he does all day. Lucky Loughran struck a pedestrian in 2015 with a plow truck. Let me be clear. I believe that Turtleboy knew about this. And this was this possibly this infamous blackmail? I have no idea. I have no idea how this never came out at trial. Let's back up just a second now. Now, what I did is I wanted to know who, if and when, ever got their hands on everything that I asked for. Okay, so for example, okay. We're going to come back to that little pedestrian hit. On 11/24/2017, that's like, I said to myself, I was like, 11/24. I was like, that's like Thanksgiving. Okay. Dispatch received a call from Lucky Loughran right here. He makes a call and he's calling the police, calling dispatch, and he says that he wants to report that there is a suspicious package. This is all it says. Suspicious package. Officer responded and reported the package was not dangerous and was disposed of. See that? That's all it says. I was like, that's like right around Thanksgiving. That's all it says. They arrived. Lucky calls at 10:17 a.m. They arrive at 10:26 a.m. And then at 10:42 a.m. it was cleared. I'm like, damn, that's just a really suspicious package. I was like, huh. I was like, Lucky called it in. And then I realized, I said, oh, wow. I said, oh, this is modified in June of 2024. What that means is nobody changed anything. But in June of 2024, somebody 1000% FOIA'd, aka public requested, things to do with Lucky. And this is where I found that evidence of. Modifying does not mean that it was changed. It was just, it's going in. Here you go. I'm going to give this out. And I said, oh, what was going on in June of 2024? Oh, wait, that's right. The Kearney case, right? Well, guess what happened on June 12th of 2024? This report, June 12th of 2024, which is Sandra Watson, Derek Folan, David Yannetti, Brian Lucky Loughran, Helena Rafferty. Reporting party was Helena Rafferty. Reporting party was Sandra Watson. And the location is the John F. Kennedy Elementary School. And here is this June 12th, 2024 situation over at the elementary school. And this would be from trial 1. Have you guys ever seen this report? No? Okay. Here you go. On June 12, 2024 at 8:45 a.m., I was contacted by Chief Rafferty over the phone regarding a matter that occurred yesterday on June 11th. Chief Rafferty asked if I could write a report on the matter at the court's request. On June 11th, 2024, I was in my usual role for the Canton Police Department as school resource officer for the elementary schools. At approximately 11:30 a.m., I was contacted over the phone by Principal Watson of the JFK Elementary School. Principal Watson informed me that she had been made aware that attorney David Yannetti, who is part of Karen Reed's defense team, was spotted on school grounds along with a Canton DPW worker, Brian Lucky Loughran. Principal Watson stated that they were only seen in the parking lot and not approaching the school, students, or staff. Principal Watson noted that she simply wanted to let me know in the event that things escalated or hit social media, which it did hit social media. I informed Principal Watson that I would respond to the JFK Elementary School to monitor the situation. Upon my arrival, neither Attorney David Yannetti nor Brian Lucky Loughran were around. I spoke in person with Principal Watson and a few other staff members who pointed out the vehicle that was reported to be Attorney David Yannetti's. That vehicle was a gray Ford pickup truck with a New Hampshire registration. The vehicle was parked far from the school building and was only a few spots away from the Dedham Street. Again, it was reported that neither individual ever approached the school, students, or staff members. Principal Watson and my concern was that since it had not, what is this? Principal Watson and my concern, was that since it had now hit social media, we were concerned about the possibility of people showing up and a problem arising. I informed the staff that I would be monitoring the parking lot from my appointed unmarked department vehicle to ensure that no issues would arise. After approximately 10 to 15 minutes, I observed a light color SUV pull into the parking lot and park next to the gray pickup truck believed to be Attorney David Yannetti's. I observed who I believed to be Attorney David Yannetti, Brian Lucky Loughran, along with another male and female who I did not recognize, exit the vehicle. Once they exited, they stayed in the area of the vehicles. So wait, what? Hold on. Huh? I observed who I believed to be Attorney David Yannetti, Brian Lucky Loughran, along with another male and female who I did not recognize, exit the vehicle. Once they exited the vehicle, they stayed in the area of the vehicles while they spoke. While speaking, none of the four ever pointed at or approached the school staff or students. They talked for around 5 or 10 minutes and then left the parking lot in their vehicles. During my time monitoring the situation, I never observed anyone approach them or drive by causing a disturbance. I also did not approach them and only observed. Had they approached the school staff or students or caused a disturbance, I certainly would have engaged. The school parking lot is a public lot and does not have no trespassing signs due to it being a public lot. Further down the parking lot, once you get toward the playground, there are signs stating no trespassing during school hours. Those signs are more for the sides and the rear of the school, where a parking lot does not exist. Those signs are more for people to stay off the actual school grounds, which include the baseball fields, the play areas, and the basketball courts while school is in session. Furthermore, the no trespassing sign itself would not have been visible from where the four individuals were parked. Once everyone had left the school property, I separately informed Principal Watson, Superintendent Folan, and Chief Rafferty that everyone had left the area without incident. There you go. All right. So, again, again, good evening, everybody. Welcome. Okay, a couple of things we're going to point out as we just continue on. I'm just, you know, you would think that. Okay, here we go. All right, so I want to. This is going to piss off a lot of people, but hey, I'm fucking here for it. There's such a terminology called ratchet madness, ratchet redemption, and ratchets. Okay. Aidan Kearney is known for reporting on, as in his term, piece of shit people, human beings that are pieces of shit, criminals. Okay. Then he will write about these people. Then he, after writing about these people, like, he tries to get them in, in jail, in prison, whatever. And then he will have, like, invite them on his show. Then they just become turtle riders. Knowing that the, I don't know, I would probably say a higher percentage than normal people's blogs and people's YouTube channels. That means you have a lot of, I don't know, criminals, ex-criminals, people with potential histories with violence, criminal backgrounds that have violent, history. Drug dealers. I mean, you name it. Think of the human shitbags. And so here, Turtleboy knows his audience, right? Turtleboy knows who he's wrote about and what they're capable of and what they do, right? So, oh boy. We know that Turtleboy is going to say, hey, it's my First Amendment right, blah, blah, blah. I think Turtleboy's already conceded on his picketing charges. I think that's just, he's guilty and he's accepting that. So this constitutional clash is that Aidan Kearney's defense attorneys have consistently pushed for dismissal, arguing that his confrontational reporting, public blogging, and aggressive questioning are fully protected under the First Amendment, the freedom of speech rights to expose this perceived government corruption. Okay. Well, I want to say this in a certain order. So I did some digging because I wanted to know the case law that's going to protect Turtleboy in terms of, like, where's this precedent at? He's trying to get stuff dismissed, right? That this shouldn't even be going to trial. Does he even have a chance at that? His judge has already ruled that and made it very, very clear and used the terms like, no, you're, let's see. So Commonwealth versus Cruz is a 2024 case, the recklessness and subjective intent standard. Grounded in the U.S. Supreme Court, it requires that the state, Commonwealth, to prove a heightened standard of intent. So the Commonwealth must prove that the speaker consciously disregarded a substantial risk, that their communication would be viewed as threatening violence, accidental intimidation, or harsh rhetoric that merely causes distress without a reckless disregard for a threatening impact is protected under the First Amendment. Okay. So I thought about this and I'm like, well, what about knowing that you're fucking the people that you're saying stuff to, like, in your getting in a vehicle and you're telling other people to show up where you're at, and the people that are going to come and show up where you're at, fuck, dude, these are like people that have criminal backgrounds. Like they're violent. They're violent people. And he's speaking to people that he knows want to win favor with him to get on his good side for whatever reason, because I don't want him, blogging about me and sending me back to jail and blah, fucking blah, whatever, right? And so I thought about it for a long time about like, if I'm saying that the Mick Alberts shouldn't live peacefully, well, what's the opposite of peacefully? I mean, peace is peace. What's the opposite of peace? War. The fuck. So I said, what's this, in terms of explicit and implicit? Well, implicit threats and intimidating behaviors detailed in his indictments are as follows. Direct confrontations and you should fear me statements. The message to eyewitnesses. So Aidan Kearney filmed a video directly addressing a key defense witness, snowplow driver Brian Lucky Loughran, and says, in this footage, he says, Aidan Kearney says, you should fear me, and stated that people involved in the trial feared him because he possessed the ability to severely change their lives. And he's like, but those are not true threatening words. It has to be like a true threat. It has to be imminent violence, danger. And I said, and so there's a case, and it has precedent, and it's a 2015 Commonwealth versus Walters, the True Threats Digital Standard. And there's another case, the Commonwealth versus Fragata in 2018. The SJC strictly defined the limits of GL 268-13B, noting that prosecutors cannot loosely apply the statute to any action that happens to upset a witness. The state, Commonwealth, must cleanly prove 4 distinct elements. A willful act. We got that. He records himself. He's willfully doing what he's doing. A willful act. Utilizing specific targeted conduct. Threats, intimidation, or harassment. Like that's what we're looking at here. And he went to these people's houses. Against a protected individual, the witnesses, with the explicit intent to obstruct justice or retaliate. I said, or retaliate. Wow, interesting. If the conduct is public commentary rather than targeted coercion designed to alter testimony, it fails this test. The pizza shop surveillance in May of 2025. Aidan Kearney recorded a confrontational video outside of the Canton Pizza Shop owned by Chris Albert, a witness who testified in the first Kearney retrial. Obviously, he didn't testify in the second one. Prosecutors indicated and indicted him on 2 new felony counts for this, citing as an implicit, ongoing attempt to inflict economic and emotional injury on the Albert family. Doxing and encouraging minions to harass. Leaking contact information. Prosecutors presented transcripts showing that Aidan Kearney broadcasting himself, calling the lead state police investigator and the investigator's wife, right? He shared their personal phone numbers on his live stream. That could just goes for everybody, right? Within hours, the investigator received dozens of vulgar, harassing voicemails and text messages forcing him to change his number. Well, guess what? Everything with Proctor's gone. Who gives a fuck? But what about the other people? Mobilizing followers. Special prosecutors argue that Aidan Kearney used his massive blog audience to launch targeted harassment. This was specific to certain people. Target. You have to have that word if you can show that it's targeted. And it is. Targeted harassment campaigns, explicitly telling his readers to make the lives of specific witnesses a living hell. The home picketing and public confrontation, that's one, I mean, you can just chalk that up. Now, all we hear him say is intent, intent, intent. Okay? The intent, the intent requirement, Aidan. This is going to be on the Commonwealth. The Commonwealth must prove. Okay, you do not have to testify, Aidan. I don't know why you think that you need to testify. The state must prove, Commonwealth must prove, that the speaker, you, Aidan Kearney, acted at least recklessly. At least recklessly. I think they got you on that. This means the prosecution must show the defendant was subjectively aware that others could regard their statement as threatening violence, but chose to deliver it anyway. Oh, I get it now, Lana. This is why you're talking about who's his audience. If Aidan Kearney is talking to a bunch of motherfucking thugs, okay, people that he knows are people that will get drunk and act belligerent, people that have a propensity that, hey, they get violent with shit. When like that's what they do. Like they'll get into, they just can't have words with somebody and say, "I'll go fuck yourself." Nope. Then we just start throwing bows and shit and fighting. Okay. So I started thinking about this a lot because Aidan wanted help. Okay. He wanted a lot of help. And so, like I said, I don't know if this is going to help you. But here I'm like, man, he's always having ratchet madness. Okay. He's telling people to vote for people. Okay. You can get ratchet redemption. Well, how do you get that? You have to show me that you've changed. You have to show Aidan that you've changed. You have to be willing to do something. Show me, do something, right? Just as recently, he asked Boston Brandy, hey, if you go outside and protest or show up and do whatever at the, what was it? The event this past Friday? Yeah, you want to show me that blah, blah. Here, Boston Brandy, go out there and show me. Go out there and do what I did for Karen Reed. Go do that at, this event. The objective perception. So the words or actions must be of such a nature that taking into account the context in which they arise, they would cause a reasonable person to fear imminent physical harm. It has to be imminent. Ready? Aidan Kearney, you have such a huge following, but guess what? Like someone like me, shit, I have like 10% in Canada, 10%. I have so many people that are overseas. I love my Aussie crew. In here, I've already seen like a handful of Australians in here. I got people on East Coast, West Coast, right here in the Midwest. you have such a local following in such a fucking head case following that these people are local, your people are local. And then if you would have just said stuff over on the internet, that imminent part, that like immediate call for action, or what could potentially be immediately causing, dude, every time this motherfucker is going live, I mean, he's calling us cop killers. Okay, do you know what that's going to incite to somebody? Well, that could enrage somebody. That could trigger someone's PTSD where, I don't know, something, their loved one was a cop and they were killed in the line of duty, something like that. That, oh my, like it could, you have no idea how that could trigger. So I said, wow, this stupid idiot was going out to all of these places. He wasn't just sitting behind a screen. He was going places, and he kept talking about how all the turtle riders, head on a swivel, man, they're everywhere. They're everywhere. And here, Aidan, you don't even understand what they're about to explain and how all of this is, we're talking about that immediate threat of fear because you're saying that you got your turtle riders everywhere. We're not talking about behind those screens. Very, very bad. But a reasonable person must fear that imminent physical harm or physical damage to property. And if I was Chris Albert, if I didn't have my camera where it was, there ain't no doubt in my mind that how many times would my windows bricks be through them. I take umbrage with, my dad had pizza places, sub, pizza, pasta. Like, go fuck yourself with that. Communication of the threat must be actively communicated to the target. It does not need to be a direct face-to-face confrontation. It can be transmitted indirectly through third parties. Mail, text, or social media. As long as the speaker intended or knew the target would receive the message. And guess what you say every fucking time you go live, you dumb fuck? I know you're watching. I know you're watching. You know that the targets that is your perception. And your perception is that you've never once said, oh, they don't watch this shit. No, never, you admit that every single day. Like, I looked all up around. I mean, I spent some time over here on this. Then the legal standard for a true threat. To convict a person of making a true threat, the Commonwealth must prove 3 distinct elements beyond a reasonable doubt. Number 1 is that intent, right? Number 2 is that objective perception. And number 3 is that communication of that threat. And I'm like, man, I think he's fucked. Now, people are missing this part of it. People are like, oh, when you're talking about this grand juror, people are thinking it's the grand juror that went to jail for like a day or something, or that grand. No. We're going to get into this 404. Coercion of a grand jury witness. That's what Turtleboy did. Destruction threats. In a separate docket involving an alleged altercation with an acquaintance, Lindsay Gaetani, prosecutors noted that Aidan Kearney traveled to her apartment after she received a grand jury summons. He recorded her without her consent, demanded her phone to erase the data, and implicitly threatened to, quote unquote, destroy her in front of her children by publishing old probate court records if she cooperated with law enforcement. Now, everyone's like, Lana, but those charges, nah, that's not, this is what, fuck all that. While these specific charges in this case was dropped in late 2025, due to a lack of being able to have a special prosecutor, you know, it was just like, here, we're going to drop this. Also, she sues, all that fucking bullshit. Lindsay, you better have gotten paid some motherfucking cheddar. I believe that money was tossed hands here. But guess what? It doesn't matter because it still remains part of the recorded pattern of conduct alleged by the state. Remember that true threats are completely excluded from First Amendment protections. True threats. True threats. Let's see. I want to play a little clip of something. I think you guys have seen it recently. If not, here you go. Aidan just recently admitted that he's a liar. Just when I thought that this man cannot get any fucking dumber. This man admits that he's a liar. And he's a liar. And he wants to go tell the jury what his intent was, okay?
Listen to me. You're not going to get what you want here.
Right, because I'm a man and I'm telling you what to do, right? I'm trying
Correct.
to tell you as a man. Right, yeah, big bad man, right?
Correct.
Aidan,
I feel very sad for you. And
okay.
I maintain that. And I said that this is just very unfortunate for you.
It's very unfortunate, I know. So let's talk about Jeff, okay?
Right.
And so Jeff, you know, yesterday you like, Jeff's you're gonna be 2 hits, one, and then you're fucking down.
Yeah, that's after the comments that you made on Will's show about him.
Oh, so I can comment about you, and then that goes to physical threats.
I think it was because you said something like, stay the fuck down there in Fall River where you belong. Or
Is he gonna hit me?
No.
So why'd you say he was gonna hit me?
Because I'm mad about what you said about my husband.
So you say things sometimes when I'm not there, but you won't say it here. That you didn't mean that. You didn't mean he was actually gonna hit me. That's just something you said in the show.
I'm happy to talk about my husband. Okay. I think everybody understood what my husband was doing that day where he was in the chat. And I'm assuming it's the first comments that he stated was, why is Aidan or Turtleboy the moral compass to this whole thing, right? Those were the two statements. I have those, you know, those are the two that you're talking about. He made comments about you being the moral compass, okay? That wasn't like, I think doing anything really crazy. I'm surprised he did it, but I think it was because he was really frustrated with what was going on at home with the everyday, the shit going on. So he got in the chat and he was like, basically to me, while I was talking about you, he was like, why the fuck is this guy the moral compass of all of the shit, right? And then, so you got really upset by that and you made comments on Will's show and whatever. And I reacted to that. I've said this on my show. I don't need the clips for it. I think my husband is doing husbandly things. It's not personal. He protects his wife. I don't think he really cares about you either way or anybody else out here. I think he's just trying to be a cheerleader in a husbandy way. And that's it. My words, what?
Did he threaten violence on anyone?
Okay. So Aidan wants to have all these conversations with all these people. Let's have conversation. Let's talk. Yeah, let's have conversation. Let's have conversation. Where the fuck was the conversation as a independent journalist trying to write a story, claiming that you're an independent journalist, right? Writing a story because you are uncovering this big corrupt beast. Where people wanted to have conversations with you. You refused those. So if people wanted to have conversations with you, right? Would it be perceived that that person thinks that you don't want to talk? You want to do something other than talk. I'm not interested in talking. Wouldn't that be reasonable for somebody to, if they're trying to talk to you and you won't talk to them? What the fuck's this person planning on doing?
My husband?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Valhalla Baker.
He wants to talk. He wants to have all the, I'm going to call up Will and I'm going to get on his channel. We're going to talk. Jess, we're going to have this conversation. You're going to talk. We're going to talk. We're going to talk. You're going to. When did you put that in like your, this is how I am now? Because that's not how you ever were. Funny, I call you to ask you because I'm doing a big story on you, and you pussy and hang up. Hey, Aidan, it's Lana. Truth and Transparency, live. It's live the tape here. After you say, hello, and then you hang up. But let's have all these conversations. But hey, wait, no, because you don't want to have any conversations with anybody that you were actually trying to figure out what happened, trying to prove this corruption.
I don't know. What did he say? I have no idea.
He's going to kick their ass or anything like that? Anything, insinuate anything like that?
Aidan, what is your issue with my husband being defensive of his wife?
No, my issue is that, like,
what is the issue? What do you have an issue with my husband? Who I'm the person here. This is my job. What's your problem with my
What
husband?
means to punch someone in the face is not being defensive. It's being offensive.
Threatening to punch somebody in the face is being offensive, not defensive.
My husband is being defensive of his wife. He doesn't like when people are mean to me.
Okay, and so you are mean to everyone. What are you talking about?
Doesn't matter. That's my husband is just protective.
Mean to people. Is it not?
Listen, it sounds to me like there's something here that I can't explain or teach you. My husband is just being my husband. He's protective of his wife. He knows very little about this whole thing. He's just being protective of me. There's no real, listen, I don't care what you want to do here. There's no real threats here. My husband's not going to go fucking find you. It's none of that. If I ran my mouth about it, it's because my husband is protecting me. And I think that's what he is doing. And that's it. And I don't know why all you guys have a problem with it. So
protecting you from what?
He's just getting in the chat and running his mouth.
What's he protecting you from?
He's just defending me.
What's he protecting you from?
He's defending me. He's jumping in to show his support. He's in the chat.
What you just said, he's protecting you from.
Yeah. People protect people every day, Aidan. People get defensive of people every day. Why are you so defensive of Broken Baker's dick in his fleshlight? Weird. So weird, right? Who gets in the middle of all of this? He does. He acts like he doesn't want this drama, but this is all he knows, you guys. He's demanding people like this that pay attention to this help him with his case and start covering his case and talking about his case and start making Excel spreadsheets, motherfuckers. What?
Mean people.
Like, what is your team doing? The day I take $80,000 of funds being raised, and I mean, what you should have a criminal researcher. You should have a couple paralegals. I just don't know. What do you? I need you guys timestamping stuff. What? Timestamping what? You're testifying, so you can just explain whatever. Like, is it that you want stuff timestamped so that you can know what's coming your way? Like, hey, can you remind me of all the things that I've said?
Criticism.
Listen, dude, I'm very sorry. This is like another level here. My husband knows I can handle all the criticism in the world.
He's trying so hard to trigger her, to set her off, to make her like, to make her do what, Aidan? You're trying to trigger people. To do what? To do what? Inciting what? Not just fucking hate. Violence, motherfucker. Violence. I cannot believe that you did this conversation.
I can't even tell you how many times I'll mention something that's on the internet and Jeff will go, Jessica, you're going to be over this in 20 minutes and we're not even going to talk about it. My husband knows I can handle criticism better than everybody.
You can handle criticism better than anyone? Are you kidding me?
What's up, Hella?
Aidan, what is the threshold for not being able to handle criticism? If I couldn't handle
any criticism, what criticism can you handle?
What's the manifestation of not being able to handle the criticism?
Anything. You see a text message from Baker, and that's criticism.
That's not a real. Wait a second. The criticism and the real manifestation that would be like, I'm done. I'm getting off the internet. I can't fucking handle it anymore. I just wake up every day and fucking do it all over again. I start over every day. I am super sensitive. I have a real problem.
Thank you. Yes.
Jess Machado owned him. Okay. Anybody that doesn't want to think that, by the way, you're gonna need some real comprehension, lessons. Jess Machado has absolutely nothing to lose. Nothing to lose. Aidan Kearney has everything to lose. But he was determined because he wanted to have this conversation publicly, okay? Because he's trying to provoke Jess to literally release all that she has on him. He wants it now. He doesn't want it in November. He wants it now. Wait, Lana, say that again? Yeah. Jess Machado has motherfucking receipts. Receipts. There's other people that have receipts too.
But what do you, dude, what the fuck do you care? I think you're a bad boyfriend.
I am the worst.
I think that you're a bad boyfriend.
What are you talking about? I've said that a million times.
I'm the worst.
But why do I have to hear from you that I'm sensitive? What the fuck do I care if you think I'm sensitive?
You apparently care a lot. What I say?
Listen.
What? She doesn't care about that. She cares that you lie. Like, why would Jess Machado, she's never talked about your case, the way breaking down fucking shit. Why would you throw a tantrum? Because it wasn't just about her, but then you had to make it seem like that because, oh my God, how it all looked. And then Will comes out and Will says blah, 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 blah. And it looks really, really bad. And it's just, it continues to be, this is not, when I say material, it's evidence. Yeah. Of what your existence and how you, but not just you, how people that follow you and what they will go and do. Because the people that follow you are fucking unhinged, motherfucker. They are criminals that you go out and seek, write about them, get them all motherfucking riled up, get them arrested. Then when they get out, then now we're gonna have Ratchet redemption, and then they're fucking modding for you, or then they're fucking doing this for you. Befriending drug dealers, befriending fucking hookers. I mean, yeah.
Dude, there's just some stuff here where it's like you want to control how I react to stuff. I have no right to say things. Listen, I wake up every day, I do my show, I say what I want when I want. That is the baseline. I say what I want when I want. It's a great way to live. I enjoy it. It's not exclusive to here. No.
We're talking about what's the things you said.
No.
People, I promote.
I have a huge majority of people who follow me for politics. And I built that before.
And where were they before all this shit happened? Before me?
So Turtleboy is like, I made you, Jess, basically, and wants her to say this.
before your relationship with me kicked off?
They listened to me on the radio. I had the #1 radio show at WBSM.
Okay.
I was
Yeah.
on Howie Carr.
You were on Howard Cat. Right.
So I had a whole other base of people who followed me for my conservative politics. Those people came here too.
Okay. And so.
And then technically, a lot of people followed me from Karen Reed at the Jump because of Fall River Reporter when I was working there. They have a really big base.
$500 a week, you said.
Yeah, but I know, but it's, I mean, to sit here and say that the majority of where I am is because of you, if you want me to admit that, okay. I am here because of you by majority. The majority of what got me here is you, Aidan. Noted. Is that enough?
You don't mean
Is that
that,
enough?
obviously. It's like I'm just saying yesterday, you're like, I had nothing to do with where I got from. Okay. I disagree. I mean,
Okay, right there. He takes a dig and he says that you were only making $500 a week before. Now I'm basically feeding you. Now I'm feeding you, right? That's economic, right? This guy's a fucking idiot. He can control your economic livelihood. If this is how he thinks he's going to persuade a jury, Cosgrove's going to eat him alive.
you have substantially used our relationship to, build your platform. If you're not,
This is a very small facet of me and my talent and how I got to where I am. This is years and years and years of working.
okay.
I used to have a blog on the Herald News. Did you know about
We
that?
asked ourselves, why the fuck did Turtleboy want to have this conversation? Jess wasn't asking for this. Like, I mean, he wanted this. Why? Like, are you a girl? First of all, like, are you a girl? I think you might be a girl.
I used to blog there.
Yeah, how many people read?
Like, think about your dad. Would your dad ever do this? I'm just curious. Would any of your guys' dads do this? Would any of your guys' brothers do this?
It was the biggest newspaper down here.
Right. So that was their platform. That you didn't build that.
Okay, but I mean, I have been working for years on this. Years. And by the way, there are a lot of people who could maybe cover just you. And then when you're not around, they what do they have? They don't have the talent. They don't have anything to keep them going. There are people in this ecosystem who covered Karen Reed. It was their whole life. And when the Karen Reed trial was over, they have nothing.
Like
They have nothing. You're
Like who, motherfucker? You haven't done anything since Karen Reed. He has not. What has he done since Karen Reed? Nothing. He can't even, I mean, he cannot even write an article.
friend Bill started his stream by saying that it's not just this. He needs to build his base and he needs to be able to, so that maybe one day he doesn't hear from you. Everything you have is built on my back. I mean, listen, I know that you want to say that, and we can have this conversation here, and you can say, like, I think you're holding back. I think you really do believe that everything I have.
You're the
is
one
me.
going through the things that you said yesterday.
Listen, I just fundamentally disagree with you that where I am is because of you. It's
I don't
not.
think it's just because of you.
I want to know when Turtleboy's going to call out Rat House Media. He talks about like tailgating and like these pink people outside tailgating before stuff. Rat House Media tailgates and throws a tailgate before all of his lives. So I can't wait for that to happen. Motherfucker, why are you tailgating for my lives? People donated in your chat, and now they're not going to be donating mine.
Certainly, but does it not play a factor?
It's played a factor.
Right, and like you gave up your seat.
There were plenty of other things that played a factor, Aidan. Plenty of other things that played a
yesterday
factor.
on your show, you said I should have given up my seat in the verdict for you. Do you really feel that way?
No, I think what I said was, and if I'm correct, I said that I gave up my seat for you. You never offered to give up your seat for me.
You think I should have?
No.
So why would you say that?
I'm making an argument for all the mean shit you were saying about me, Aidan.
Oh, thank you there. Yep, I would definitely destroy him because he doesn't know how to actually have a conversation about merit and whatever the merit is on what you're talking about. He wants to just go at people. But he actually doesn't ignore me, though. I'll tell you why. Because he sends his 7 alts that he uses, his alt accounts, and his bakers and Wills of the world and blah, 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 to do his heavy lifting. It's pretty pathetic. But so does his he asked to come on my channel and then I ghosted him. And I ghosted him because I was like, dude, I will get this motherfucker rearrested if we had a debate, if we had a conversation. Like I will get him so tongue-tied, twisted, and like literally he will. I told him, I was like, I think you might need to have a lawyer with us on here because I just don't want you to answer things that is going to put you in some type of position. Like, you know, you're just not going to be able to gaslight my timeline. You're not going to be able to talk about the facts because you don't know them. We're not going to sit here and talk about this type of shit. I mean, these are two narcissists, but they're coming from different, I just call them planetariums. But this is a...
So you didn't mean that?
You know, I'm going to be honest with you. As I said earlier, when you were trying to get me to get in this, I'm a very emotional person. I have a hard time with criticism. I react in the way that I react at that moment. And then the next day I'll react a different way. And then maybe I'll go back to being pissed off and angry at you. I reserve the right to say and do whatever I want, whenever I want. I work through it in real time. That's it. And that's actually what a lot of people like about my show from what I hear. I don't know. And that's it. I mean, listen.
You know what's interesting is when he says that she's, hey, but you're different when you're on the mic or you're different when you're on blah, blah, blah. And I'm over here like, dude, you didn't even know the names of her children. When have you guys hung out when she's not like on her channel or whatever? I mean, what are you talking about, man? They've never hung out. They don't go and have like, come on over. We're cooking out. We're going out. Let's like let's go do whatever. Let's go meet up. Let's go to happy hour. I mean, fucking, I don't know. Like, or if I'm in the same town or just, I don't know, 30 minutes away from each other. I don't know how far they are. But when he couldn't even name her kids, just one. It was over. Just one. He doesn't listen. He doesn't pay attention. And Karen Reed fucking used the fuck out of you. I love it.
And I think there's a lot of people who love you one day and hate you the next. You know, that's how it is for me too. A lot of people like me one day and a lot of days they don't like me. It's okay.
All right. So like, I just making sure, because yesterday on your show, you said you insinuated I should have given up my seat for you.
You know, when you are hearing me right now react to what you and Will did the other day, platforming a bunch of people, go back and play all the nice things I said about you. Maybe it'll balance it all out for you.
Yeah, I've said a lot of nice things about you too, have I not?
Thank you so much.
Well, I'm not asking for thank you. I'm just pointing.
I wasn't asking for any of this. You put yourself in this.
Exactly. I wasn't asking for any of this.
And what you did with Will, and you guys went after me, I'm reacting.
What did I do with Will? What did I do with Will?
And I'm reacting.
What did you do with Will? The fuck are you? What is wrong with you?
To that.
I went on
you guys
there
acted like 12-year-olds. But ask yourself this: would your dad ever behave like this? Would your brother, your cousin? No. The answer is no. Netflix is gonna eat him up. Netflix is gonna fucking eat his whole ass. Shit.
Confront Will.
Do you guys think Sharilla looks motherfucking nuts? Yeah. Sharilla. Here you go. Here's your Sharilla. Here you go.
Do you think that I should have just never mentioned it? Is that what you're saying here? Like what you guys did on Will's show and dragging me?
No, I think we should have a conversation about it.
Conversation about what?
And ranted for 2 hours about how Jeffy's going to kick my ass.
Okay, that's not true.
Oh my God. What a little beep.
Do what you want me to do.
I don't want
to do
bullshit.
it.
You said that you were going to beat up Colin Albert. I mean, Chris, I could take your son. I'll fucking punch him in the face on a live. Like, what are you talking about?
I don't want you to do. I don't give a fuck.
You asked for this. I told you it had no value. I don't need to.
You're a big fan of yourself.
Yes.
Yes. So just like you. We're fans of each other, man. I mean, we're fans of ourselves, man. We fan each other.
All right. But you're not such a big fan of discussing.
Are you a fan of yourself?
Am I a fan of myself?
Yes.
Not really, no.
really though. Now he just lies to himself. He's the biggest liar. Now he just lies to himself. Like, what are you talking about?
I like to have discussions with people. I
love when he keeps saying this. I want to have discussions with people. No, you don't. You didn't want to discuss anything. You had that opportunity. And oh my God. You could have had every source, but that's when I just realized that, oh my God, this was not an independent journalistic approach and position that he put himself in. And this wasn't some crowdsourcing because we're going to take down corruption with clean hands type thing. I've proven it now. That's not what this was. But yet you guys had to lie to the public. And I don't know how that's not fraud. I don't know how this would not consist of a fucking class action if everybody wanted their money back.
I like to have uncomfortable conversations.
You're not a fan. You're not a fan. You're not your biggest fan. You don't have confidence.
I don't really watch my show.
Do you have confidence?
Do I have confidence? Yeah, I have confidence.
Okay, but you're not really a fan of yourself, is what you said.
I mean, I'm not a fan. I mean, I'm indifferent to myself. I don't know. I'm myself.
Can you just play that for the jurors, for the jury? Are you a fan of yourself? No, I'm not a fan of myself. I'm not a fan of myself. That's really gonna fucking let me just get the intent. Let me just talk to the jury. They're totally gonna understand me. This guy is just toast.
I love myself.
Okay.
I love me. I'm very confident. I love my shows. I like listening to them. I don't like when people speed them up. It sounds terrible, but I love myself. I love what I say. I love the way I come up with ideas and the way I rant about things. I love that I, say things that people don't often say. And I like working through things in real time. I like talking about my life and my stuff. And I love it. I love me. I love my show. Me. I don't know if there's anything wrong with that.
If you're so confident, why?
So look, he has no problem with it. Like, right? Me. He's like, yeah, that's just like me. Okay.
I love me. I love my show. Me. I don't know if there's anything wrong with that.
If you're so confident, why are you so sensitive?
What?
I mean, there's a lot of reasons why I think I'm sensitive.
So, but that's the opposite. That's the opposite of confidence is sensitivity. No?
I think sensitivity, and I actually talked about this morning and I kind of figured out because I've been thinking about that. I think what happens is I react in the moment to when I hear things that sting. And that's why I don't listen to some stuff when it's mean, because I think the natural organic reaction for me is to get angry and upset. And I
listening to two bullies talk about like psychobabble bullshit about how they go about life, like just
it stings or whatever. And then if I just sleep on it or I think about it, I'm going, well, it doesn't sting today as much as it did yesterday. It's not going to sting the day after that. And that allows me to keep going.
Why do you bring up the article I wrote 6 years about you so much if you're not sensitive about that?
Say it again.
Why do you bring up the article from 6 years ago so much if you're not?
Ratchet. He wrote about her six years ago. Went at her 6 years ago. Then, just like Will did, she sent him $50 after he wrote the articles that he wrote. She sends $50 to him.
Sensitive about it.
Will starts coming around right before he gets arrested. Then Will starts throwing hundos to him.
It's a really big deal for me.
So it is. So you are sensitive about that.
Ratchet redemption.
You're upset about it.
You write about people to the point of like because he wants to internally like, here, watch this. I'm gonna fucking write about this person. I'm gonna do it, and then they're gonna fucking. I'm gonna be basically quote unquote paper fake friends, and then I'm gonna fuck some of them after I write about them. God, I need to talk to my forensic doc on this. I mean, this is just really good. Like, it's a very good social experiment here.
That clearly is still on your mind. Because I took it down. It's gone. It's gone, by the way. I took it down. Because you've told me before, keep it up. I'm over it. It's fine.
Correct.
But clearly, it's not.
It's never been.
Why are you crying?
Because you're bringing that up.
That an article from 6 years ago makes you cry? You got the issue here, right? Like you dish it really good. You're unabashed. You say whatever the fuck you want to people, right? But somebody writes an article about you and this is what we get. You can't have that, right? You got the problem with that.
Well, first of all, the reason I got upset when you started bringing it up is because I instantly think about how I reacted to that. And it was a very difficult thing. You want to bring it up? You can give me a second. I'll get my fucking shit together. Okay. But you're asking me about that article, why I bring it up? Because it was a pretty fucked up thing. And it really impacted my life.
And why would you ever talk to a motherfucker that did that?
Said that I should have questioned you before writing it and spoken with you, right?
Those are your words.
Yeah, that's what people usually do.
That's what you said. In the text message to you, when I messaged you about it, you said to me, I should have reached out to you and got the other side.
Right. And
okay.
Just like you should have done that to be an independent journalist and that's why we can all now agree that you weren't an independent journalist. You were an executor. You were an errand boy. You were used for everything that you got arrested for. And I think it's key that the Commonwealth make sure that the jury understands that a guy that was claiming to be an independent journalist, because they're trying to say, the defense is trying to say that you went after his phone and did all this stuff. You're violating his 14th Amendment because you want his sources. You want to know his sources. We all know that that's a lie because there are no sources. Karen Reed and her defense team, those are the sources. That's it. He doesn't have sources. He lied the whole time and acted like all these people were giving it. No, motherfucker. That ain't going to fly. But once the jury sees that there was no way that anybody could come to you like a normal independent journalist could come to you and be like, hey, what are you doing? Like, what? Hey, my name's Chris Albert, blah, blah, like, you're going to, like, do you want to talk to me? Nope. Because that wasn't what it was about. It was a hit piece, motherfucker. A hit piece. That's what it was about. And that's what I believe that's going to show. And that's what I think that you're not going to be able to overcome. Because everything escalated. It was like, and when you found out that it bothered people, you then came out and said that you knew that this shit bothered them. And, and it's just like, I can't imagine the jury being in that deliberating room and just like, when was it going to be enough is enough? Like, you wouldn't have stopped. If he wouldn't have gotten arrested, I mean, what does he do next? Or what is somebody that's with him or meets him out wherever, he just kept escalating. Everything was escalating. He took it too far, but he was never trying to cover the story. It was not find a story. It was not, we're going to fight corruption. Ted Daniels is doing that. You were like a hitman.
And you've said the same. You agree with that statement, right?
Listen, here's how I feel. You're talking about why I can't take criticism, why I get upset or whatever, and then you're going to bring up this.
I know. I'm a man. I'm trying to control you. I know.
That's part of my fucking lore, dude. I'm going to talk about that for the rest of my fucking life if I want to. There is so much I want to say right now, Aidan.
If BLT wanted to kill himself because of what you said about him.
This right here, this should bother everybody.
I can't do it.
Do you? It's a yes or no question. Do you ever?
There's so much I want to say right now.
Well, I'm asking you a simple question. Do you ever think about that?
There is so much I want to say right now, Aidan.
If BLT wanted to kill himself because of what you said about him, and then he brought that up.
So much I want to say. I'm not doing it. I literally, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
This is where the threats come in. I get what you're doing. You're threatening. These are threats. You can't handle a tough conversation where I point out something that is a fundamental flaw.
Because in order for me to counterpoint it, it's not good for anybody.
Right. So
you know what? That's not a threat. That's me fucking waving a white flag, dude. I'm not doing it.
It sounds like you're unable to admit. I've cornered you. I've got you and pointed out a fundamental.
I've cornered you. What the fuck? What two people have conversations like this? This is insanity. This is the definition of fucking insanity. This is the most unhealthy shit I've witnessed on the internet in a long time.
Flaw in your character that you dish it, but you can't take it. And instead of admitting that, you threaten me.
I'll admit it. Yes, I admit it. I admit it. It's a fundamental character flaw.
Or is that facetious?
No.
Okay, that's all. And that's all. People like that. People like it when you admit your flaws. It's okay to be flawed, right? Like, if BLT wanted to kill himself, right? Because you got him good. And I agree with it. You said what a lot of people were thinking. I 100% agree with everything you said about BLT. But if
what the fuck?
He wanted to kill himself as a result of that, would you be okay if he told you, I
wouldn't be okay. You made your point. Noted.
Okay. All right. We've common ground. There we go. That's progress. This is good.
Do you hear these people? They know that what they do could lead somebody to possibly want to kill themselves, and yet they continue on doing the shit that they do. Because they know, they're like, no, I wouldn't want that. Well, then what are you doing?
No?
Yes.
And people like this. Like, people want honest conversations.
What's next? What else?
Let's do me. Let's talk
about me. Let's do me. And I'm like, oh my God, this isn't really happening right now.
About me. You wanted to bring up my flaws. I don't want to focus on just your flaws.
Bring up my flaws. What? You're about to be a convicted felon and going to prison.
Feel free to talk about my flaws.
Okay.
And we can address them.
It's okay. I don't need to do that. I didn't want to do that.
I'm not afraid to have that conversation. I'm not afraid to discuss it. I like to hear what people say about me. I like to hear,
I'm not the person to do that.
You just did it for 2 hours yesterday.
I would prefer not to get into it. I think I said everything I wanted to say.
But you won't discuss any of those things right now.
I think this has gone on long enough, right? Yeah. I don't know what's your objective, or what did you need from all of this? What do you want to do?
I wanted to confront you about the things that you were saying.
Say it again.
I wanted to confront you about the things that you were saying. So did everybody they wanted to do that about like what you've done.
I wanted to confront you about the things that you're saying and have a face-to-face conversation. That's what I wanted to do.
Okay.
And here's what I wanted to do. I wanted to tell you why I wanted to tell you why I don't like your show, right? And all
I wanted to tell you why I don't like your show. What? Why? But why? Why is that so important to tell me that you don't like I don't care. I don't give a fuck I need to tell you face to face that I don't like your show. This is Tina with What the Fuck Transition Services. What the fuck is going on here?
Also tell you that that's okay. It's okay not to like people's show, and we can still be cool, right?
But it wasn't, because you did say that, and then I ran my mouth about it, and that's it. But you
should just been done.
Needed to have some sort of a back and forth over it. Like, you're literally contradicting yourself. You said you don't like my show, blah, 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 blah. I reacted to it and said what I wanted to say, but you won't let me on my platform have the last word about it. You needed to have a joint platform conversation to counterpoint it. Take your own advice. I said what I said.
Not to counterpoint it. It's to spin it. That's what he thinks he's going to do. He thinks that he is going to spin this entire narrative for the jury because that's what he thinks he can do. But the internet forgets, okay? Like over a course of however long, whatever. But this isn't a courtroom where there's evidence that's going to come in and it's all going to be like talked about chronologically. And the jury just has to pay attention for what, a week?
Said yesterday, and that's it. Let it exist in the fucking space. Use your own platform to talk about it. It has 100% been okay for me that you said I don't like my show and all the shit. How I handle those words is I run my mouth on my show about it, and then I hang up my phone and I go about my fucking life.
Well, except when people talk about you, and then you get upset.
Then I get back on my phone and talk about it again, and then I hang up the phone, and then I go about my fucking life.
And then you cry. You yell.
And then I cry, and then I laugh, and then I'm a bad bitch, and then I'm a cunt, and then I'm so nice and sweet. I'm just a baby, and then I move the fuck on, and I hang up, and then I go on and live my life, not worrying about going to fucking jail.
But is that a shot at me, or that not?
It is a fucking shot at you.
I knew it was coming. And then I do this, and then I do this, and then guess what? And then I don't ever have to worry about going to jail every night. I can go to bed. He's like, is that a shot at me? Shots fired. This dude, man. Angel, thank you so much. Woo woo, girl. Can I get a woo woo? Hello, thank you for becoming a member. Seahawks fan. Crazy mom. Tiger. Oh my God. L Price. Is that Savannah? Excited utterance 3099 Atlanta. We need to talk, lady. You are killing it, by the way. You know it. Let's talk. Are you still in here? How I usually try to like go over them all at the same time. Scooter 5480. Where you been, Scooter? Where you been? You're around back in the day. The Beehive. This is absolutely wild. And we're about to just, like, we're not even to it yet. Here we go. Like, fucking A. This is crazy. Oh, I love Tomboy. What's up, girl? Tell her I said hi.
Yes.
Okay, so you
won't take your own advice. You said what you wanted, and then I reacted to it, and you can't get over it. And that's why we're having this.
Can't get over what?
You wanted to talk about it. Your own words. We need to talk. Dude, take your own advice. I can say what I want on my show.
I'm not the one crying about it. You said a lot of shit about me.
Listen, I cried because you talked about something, and that's hard for me. That's it.
Oh, you cried, Aidan. You cry a lot. There's just no tears, but you cry, baby. You cry, baby.
I cried one fucking time leading up into this. You talked about something where I didn't want to live, and that's tough for me. Good for you. You got me.
I didn't talk about how you didn't want to live. You did.
You know what's fun fact, Aidan? On that fucking bullshit fucking
thank God, Scooter.
thing that those people came and interviewed me on, I cried then too when they asked me about it. So if they ever fucking come to fruition, I'll be crying on their thing too, okay? Anytime I talk about that day and what happened, I get upset. Up until that moment when we talked about it here with you, I didn't cry, and it's lingering because it's in my head. It drives you fucking nuts. So much so that we had to do this.
It drives me nuts. How does it drive me nuts?
Then why are we doing this?
Look at it. This is not how friends behave, you guys. You are aware of this, right? This is not what friends do to each other.
Because I'm the type of person that...
So if he does this to his so-called friends, imagine what he does to his enemies. I mean...
likes to have conversations with people.
No, you don't. You don't like to have conversations with people. You're a fucking scared pussy bitch. And I mean, I'd be scared too if I was you. I'm not gonna lie. Because you lie to yourself every single day. And that, I'm telling you, what's gonna suck though is I checked, and it's not like if that bill gets passed, like, you know, let's say next year or the year after. I mean, yeah, you guys can go ahead and appeal and go to the spirit of the bill, and this is what you're, you know. But there is no like, hey, the death penalty is now, you know, not happening here, but I got the death penalty 5 years ago, but now we don't have that here. Like, come on.
That I think it's therapeutic. I think it's good. A lot of people are watching now.
Listen, I again didn't
this is a better
You're still going to be on death row, but you're not going to be put to death.
This is better content than what you did yesterday.
I don't give a
This is better content. What the fuck what? This is better content? This is content. This is not content. Okay?
fuck what you think about my content yesterday. I don't care.
Okay.
I don't give a fuck.
don't
I love
care.
You
it.
don't care about what I said?
I'm just stuck
I
in
care
it.
about, listen, you're talking about better content or whatever. Everybody keeps saying my show sucks or whatever, but every day I open this laptop and there's fucking numbers in the green. They never go backwards except these subs or whatever. Everything is in the green. I was able to pay for my daughter's wedding. I was able to go on vacation. Like everything is great. I don't know. Why am I supposed to be upset about people saying they don't like my show when there are clearly people who like my show?
You're the one upset about it.
I wasn't.
You're not.
I
upset
just,
that people
I
think they don't like
react.
your show?
Listen, I do a show where I talk every day about everything involving my life. And the day after you did your stream with Will, I used my show and I talked about it. You asked me if we could have a conversation. I said, I didn't think we needed to. You asked me again. I said, there's no value in it. I don't think we need to talk this out. You said, no, I want to. We have to have a conversation. This is for you.
I asked you if you want to.
Daddy, this is for you. This is
What?
not for me. I don't need this. I am okay with running my mouth on the internet for a show and organically getting over it or not getting over it. Or I can bring it up for the rest of my fucking life if that's what I want to do. It's America. I can do what I want.
You can do whatever you.
It's America. Okay. So, wow.
want.
It's
And
worse.
The
people-
faster you get that through your head, then you
Oh,
don't have to worry
I'm
about
pretty
it.
aware of that. And I know how I get your show. I get your show is geared towards, like you said yesterday, 50-year-old menopausal woman. No,
I mean,
and that's fine.
What?
Like you said yesterday, 50-year-old menopausal woman. No,
and
that's fine.
I
If
guess,
people are women doing that, more power to you.
and I have my own followers. Talk about your show, your
No, well, I thought you don't care.
on my show. Are you not going to discuss it? Of course, I'm going to discuss it. By the way,
Dude, this today is probably one. I mean, he's looking at possibly the last Father's Day that he could possibly be out, with his kids or whatever in years if he goes to prison. And the time is just ticking. And this is what the fuck he's doing with his time. I'm blown away. I am blown away. They're calling Karen Reed to the stand against you, Aidan. Do you understand that? She can plead the fifth. I think that she might. I think she has a competing interest with her fifth. I mean, they tried to indict her for, working with this man, right? Hmm. What if they give her immunity, Aidan? What do you think? You don't think Karen Reed's going to take it? Because I know that they haven't offered you that, and they're never going to offer you that. They want you, honey. Mm-hmm. How do you know that Karen Reed hasn't been offered immunity? Do you know that the witness intimidation statute, there's no statute of limitations? The only thing that happens is after 27 years in Massachusetts, you have to have new evidence with whatever else. There has to be something new to the table if you want to prosecute somebody after 27 years. So I was looking at this and I'm like, why haven't they? Because there's a lot more that they have now than they did way before, because it was a lot of speculation. Once they got through his phone extraction and the signal stuff was there that they didn't think was going to be there. There's a lot more, and I think that they're just not in. I think that it's going to come after his case. I think that they're going to pull if they do it, it's going to be like a Georgia in the Adelson case where she just each one by one. And I don't know, maybe then you can testify against Karen Reed and maybe you get a deal after you're in your orange and you're in your cell. But I think if this goes to trial, I think you're going to lose. I think the jury is they're going to see what it was. But then once they have you convicted, are they going to charge Karen Reed and you with conspiracy?
No, I don't need to discuss it. Go just talk about weddings and menopause, and that's your brand, right? Not us.
Especially if you testify, Aidan. Who I would just.
I'm not your brand. Discussing things is not your brand.
Please include politics and children.
Okay, and politics and children, your life. That's your brand, right? Not what me and Will are talking about. We have nothing to do with your brand, right?
No, everything. The show's about me. The show's about me.
Mm-hmm.
So I talk about me. Everything is about Jessica. So if you talked about me the night before, we talk about that. If I'm experiencing a hot flash, we talk about that. If my daughter got married, we talk about that. If I go help a political candidate, we talk about that. Show's all about me.
Yes,
Me.
I've picked up on that.
Yes.
Yeah. And that's all I'm saying. Like, it's my whole point there is like, it's okay for me not to like your show. It's okay for other people not to like your show, right?
It was okay. There was never any, like, did I take any action against you? Did I send you a cease and desist? Did I call you? Did I text you? I just talked about it on my show. It's what everybody else does.
I mean, physical violence from Jeffy.
You said some really terrible, mean things about my husband.
But what did I say about him that's mean? I said, put your hoe on a leash, right?
And stay the fucking Fall River, you loser.
Okay. I said basically, this ain't between you, bro. This is between me and
I know. My husband's awesome. I love
like Irma. He's the first.
My husband is so cool.
Right?
My husband's cool.
Yeah, he's the first lady though. Like, that's the whole thing. It's like nobody's here for him. Nobody. Tough guy.
Well, he's never really had that role. He's always just been a fun. That is real life. So we have to leave the shit with your wife. So my husband's like hearing way more.
Get back to work. Let's focus on things that actually matter instead of this feud. Because where does it end? You guys are going.
I know, but that's not what I use my platform for. That's not what I do. Baker does and Will does. So your statements to them were appropriate, and I'm sure everybody agrees. You could have picked up the phone and talked to them beforehand. What?
Yeah, so they're to blame, but not you.
No. I didn't say that. No, what I said was when you were making that statement that everybody should get focused, and I don't know what the statement is. You said if you're not doing my show or talking about my stuff, you're dead to me. Is that how you said it? I don't really know.
Yeah.
Okay. Does that?
Yeah, that's how I said it. Yeah, you're dead to me. What?
You didn't mean Will and Baker?
Yeah, I just wanted everybody to stop.
Okay.
I was just trying to, like everybody cut the fucking shit. Like, that's all.
Right.
That's all.
What? He just said it the day before when he was on Will's. That wasn't for you. I just said everybody because I just didn't want to single out Jess Machado. So here he just tells her, yeah, it's for everybody. I mean, what?
And I just wanted to chill. And
I mean, I think Will had a really great point. You didn't call him.
No, I didn't. I should have called him. Yeah, I should have called him. I honestly ran out of time.
You didn't call me.
Wait, I honestly ran out of time. What is he talking about? He just said it like literally like an hour ago. The reason I didn't call, I didn't call on you because I want to do it on my show. Wait, what?
Yeah, no, we talked about this already. I should have called. I probably should have. I honestly just ran out of time. It's a shitty.
I ran out of time, so I thought I would just go on my live or while I was live to say, we talking about ran out of time. What the fuck are you talking about? Ran out of time. Ran out of time.
Just not sure like where this is like right now, like these little things. Well, not these little things, but this situation with you and me. I'm not really even sure if any of this would have ever.
Don't people listen? But see, they don't have listening skills. Do you understand that neither one of them could tell you what the other person said during this entire thing? Because it's all about like, what am I going to say next? And they don't even listen to what the person said and then have like a fucking. Every time that this man opens up his mouth, he contradicts himself from fucking 5 minutes ago. Like, you can own this boy.
Been transpiring if you had just fucking picked up the phone and talked to Will or to me.
Yeah, if I didn't say that, clearly Will wouldn't have gotten upset and he wouldn't have gone on there and I wouldn't do this. But I have been thinking these things. Like I
keep that in mind, by the way, like through this whole thing where you're asking like have this conversation.
She's not listening to a word he says. Like he's like he doesn't
conversation and talk. Like I really keep in mind that like I think that this probably shouldn't have happened, and I think you were upset and emotional about it, and you were really mad people weren't doing it, and that's what you chose to do. It wasn't the right decision. And then I look at that and I go, so this is residual from that. It's not the end of the fucking world.
You got why I was upset?
Say it again.
You got why I was upset.
I think that
why you were upset. I don't care if you're upset though. That's the thing. Because what I'm doing with my show and myself, it should not, if it has that type of on you, like, then you need to go see a therapist, motherfucker. I have no idea what to tell you on that because I don't care. Do you understand what? No, I do not. But I'm not here to try to understand, and I don't want to understand because it's not going to affect me either way. Me understanding isn't going to change my output or input or whatever. That's a you problem. Because Jess Machado does not cover your case like that. And if anything, she's the one that goes to, she's tweeting. She's the one that shows up. She's the one that lies for you, man. Are you dumb? Like, somebody pissed in your Cheerios and were like, you won't call Jess Machado out. This is behind the scenes, in my opinion. And you needed to fucking do this because it was like to fucking prove a point to whoever the fuck is back behind your little curtain. But you were just a little fucking... Dude,
you felt that the people
playing puppets over here, like you, man. You use the witness, or you use the federal investigation to witness intimidate, and you're going to lose big time. Yeah, that's what you did.
who were normally on their shows focused on you were not doing that, and you were getting frustrated.
It's about the First Amendment. It's about that is what is at stake here. This is a huge fucking case, and there's a trial coming up in 5 months in the First Amendment, whether or not we were allowed to go up to people.
Everybody knows. Everybody knows. Everybody knows. I know. Everybody here knows. You don't have to say it again. We know. We get it.
So it's not about me. It's about fucking all of our rights, right? That's a big fucking deal, no?
I think everybody is fully aware of what's on the line here. Yeah.
Okay. And so that's my point. I was just trying to get everyone to fucking focus. This is a big fucking deal. What's going on?
You did it the wrong way, and it caused a big problem.
Yeah, exactly. I fucked up. I said I'm sorry, and that's my whole thing. It's like I apologized to Will for fucking, because I was not talking about him. I was talking about you. I meant you. I didn't mean him.
Okay.
Will covers my shit. Will's done many streams where he breaks down my shit, and you've never discussed my case, and that's fine. You can talk about whatever the fuck you want on your show.
Well, it wasn't fine because you brought it up, and you made the way that you said it was very clear. You were like, you know who hasn't done that?
Yeah.
And Will goes, Jess, and I was like,
yeah.
Okay.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah.
You claim to be, it's part of the First, like all this stuff.
You know who has never live tweeted from a courtroom about your case?
Who?
Everybody except me and Grant. Everybody. Nobody else has live tweeted from court about your case.
No one ever has. No.
I elbowed my way into a seat, right? So I could get in front of Grant Smith Ellis, who wanted the money shot on you. He couldn't wait to get that picture of you on the internet.
I know. And you got the story out. That's your job.
It wasn't about a story. It was about countering the slander that was actually taking place in the courtroom about you.
Telling the real story.
You know who didn't do that? You know who wasn't at the courtrooms those days? Anybody else? You see me bitching and complaining about that? Listen, everybody kind of has a role here. Everybody has a role.
Oh, Aidan. Oh, man. I hope you had fun with your kids today, boy. What a fucking idiot. The cops don't have to. The cops are getting more out of you being out on bail. That is why you have not gone in. Just so we're clear. Like, if you go in, then they don't get their right. Every single day he goes live or does whatever. It is like a police interrogation room. It's being recorded. It's boom. I mean, the cops are like, this is fucking awesome. Cosgrove.
Okay. Will's the fundraising guy, right? He's the one that he can throw up a live stream and he can raise all the money really fast. He can stay on for 12 hours. That's Will's thing, right? That's what Will does, right? And then I don't know who else, Melanie Little, I don't consider her part of this, but I don't know, whoever pulls up the court docs and goes over the things for you, right? There's those people. And I am the girl that shows up to court and live tweets from the courtroom about it. That's my
about who just farted next to me, and I cannot believe it. And their pants just moved an inch.
That's my contribution. And while I'm doing that, I'm also working on my brand.
That's what makes you popular. That's what people like. That's why people liked you.
Okay, but what I'm saying to you is, but what I'm doing here is, I think Will was trying to say, but couldn't get out, is that, he can't, and I don't think, I'm not speaking for Will or anybody else, but nobody wants to build their brand off of your case or Karen Reed's case, because there's very much evidence of people that had high numbers when Karen Reed was in trial, and those numbers are down because there's no Karen Reed trial, right? And it takes a lot to be able to maintain an audience when there isn't a hot fucking topic going on. Listen, I think what you want is everybody who has a platform to be singularly focused on you. And what I'm saying is I made my contribution, and I continue to make my contribution, and had every intentions of following every hearing and going to every one and contributing that way. And I finally did a fundraiser and raised money, which I never wanted to do because that can convolute when I write a story. People go, well, she's also raising money for him. So journalist hat is kind of weird. So, but I did it because I wanted to be a part of it. I wanted to be able to be a part of the last one. And I thought after the Karen Reed shit and them trying to raise money, you needed extra help. So I wanted to do that. And I was totally into it. Lots of competition, anything to help raise money. Very, very happy. My contribution is different than all of the other people, and it's in-person courtroom reporting. And I feel like that's my job. And
you went live during the fundraiser, did you not? And
say it again.
After you got off on the fundraiser, you immediately went live during the fundraiser, right?
You know, can I be honest with you? Yeah. I never really even thought about that. And that's the first fundraiser I had been on, right? It was the first one I've ever done. And I didn't even really think about it. Like
Aidan, are you for real right now? That's what you're going to say to her? Do you know what everybody else did that was on your platform? Did that day? Like, who the fuck does this man think he is? He's going to learn real quick in prez. Like, wow.
Ended it, and then I wanted to keep talking because my time slot ended. So I just went live, and really only until people started pointing. I mean, I will admit right now I'm very wrong for doing that, but I didn't even realize.
I don't think they're wrong for doing that. If you want to go live, what the fuck? What the hell? Like, what do people think that people... You don't owe that to him unless you promised him that or something like that. Like, what do you mean? That... Wow.
That I was taking views away from you. You know what I mean?
Views, but doesn't matter. The views don't matter. It was just about the money, and you already went, and your people already donated, and you guys raised like 10,000 in your slot. I would tell these people to suck my fucking dick that I don't have. I'll mail you a fucking strap on and suck it every time you want to think about, whatever it is, but your make believe reasons to be upset. This is outrageous. This is just a level of stupidity that I don't know how people watch this shit. I'm covering his criminal case, but his criminal case is it's
like I wanted to just kind of keep talking, and I was at a hard stop with you, and it was my first one. I never thought about it. I noticed some of your supporters were saying it lately, and I was like, oh, I guess that is a really bad look. So I apologize for that. I'm sorry.
No, so somebody told me.
Exactly right there. Exactly what you just said there, Aidan. You should ask yourself, who told you it? Because that's what okay. For example, let's say that I was Aidan right here. Whoever told me that, I would tell them, if you come to me with this type of shit to stir the pot ever again, this is your only warning. Not only will I never talk to you again, but you will not, if you're a mod for my channel, if you're a chatter, you will not have any privileges on my, you will not be chatting here. And we're not friends. That's not what friends do. Friends, why are you bringing me this shit? Oh my God, just Michelle. And that's what I would say. And nobody brings me shit like that. You want to know why? Because I tell them that. Because I have boundaries as a human being. And because I don't think any of that is being, oh, I'm just trying to be your friend. No, bitch, I know what the fuck you're trying to do. And once I already see that you're going to get the fuck on out of here. Little fucking baby drama. That's like what we would call as, yeah. I don't even know if I can say it on YouTube.
It's like,
I mean, I didn't really even think about it. It was a fumble.
But whoever said that to Aidan, that's not a friend.
I've never done it before, and so I will.
You should get way the fuck away from that person.
100% admit that was a mistake, but I mean, I can say I would never do it again. I just wasn't really aware of it.
It's okay. That's good. People like that. Like,
okay, well, I'll admit to something I did wrong, but I'm telling you, and there was no ill intent by that. It was just I'm green with it, and I didn't know. So
that's great. I love this. This is like this is what makes people. This is what makes you human. This is what, in my opinion, this is what people want to see more. Is like, just, it's okay. People fuck up.
Nope.
I don't want to say this to you, but I have hundreds of messages from people that say that what I do every day is what they love and how I talk about my life, and it makes them feel less alone. I mean,
if you would have watched my live yesterday, you would know that answer, because I had no idea what Jewel said on her live. So no. So no.
I'm going to publish them all. I'm putting them all in a Substack that's almost ready to go. Like, I have many women who say what you're saying. I mean, while you don't think I'm doing it and that you're getting that and you're extracting that from me, like maybe that's how you feel for you, but there are thousands of women who listen to my show who feel I'm already doing that for them.
Yeah, and that's all. Like you can balance.
But that's my brand. That's my money. That's my life. Like, you know, you're not going to be fighting for your life forever, right?
I hope not.
Okay, what should I do when you're not?
Whatever you want. Politics.
I'm hopefully going to be doing this because I'm building my brand, doing what I want, and getting
won't
people
debate.
to fall in love with me.
The
The same way you did it.
Fall in love with you.
Fall in love with you. Fall in love with your brand. Like you. Want to listen.
Do you? I cannot get on this. I mean, the IQ level right here is just not. This is not functioning adult level for me. Like this is unbelievable. This is the type of stuff that gives you a headache. Like you'd have to take fucking Advil before you listen to these people.
Listen to you. I try really hard.
Yeah, I mean, how did I get cool stories, right? Like by breaking news, by writing stories, right?
Right.
Fighting for my life. Believe me, there's nothing more I'd like in life than to write stories. But I can't do that because I have to listen to hundreds of hours of me talking in order to find clips where I show what my intent is so I don't go to jail for 90 years. I'd love.
This is the part that the whole live is about. Wait, what do you think you need to do?
Life. Believe me, there's nothing more I'd like in life than to write stories. But I can't do that because I have to listen to hundreds of hours of me talking in order to find clips where I show what my intent is so I don't go to jail for 90 years. I'd love nothing more than to write stories. My inbox is filled with potential stories that I'd like to write about, but I just don't have the time. That's why I got pissed and did that thing.
I don't have the time either.
You can write when you're in jail, in prison. I mean, it'll be there for you, I guess. But what are you doing? You're listening to hundreds of hours of views that you can prove your intent. You don't have to prove your intent. You need to pay attention to the exhibits that they've given you. Okay? And you need to contextualize those exhibits. Okay? You don't have to prove anything. They have to prove your intent. You need to do a really good job of listening, otherwise you are going to lose your ass. Do you have any idea what cross-examination is? Of the people that are going to be witnesses for your case? Nope, because you think it's you. I got this. If your lawyers are telling you that, God help you. You have the wrong people. The wrong people. He has no idea what anybody's going to say because nobody has said anything. Everybody has kept their mouth shut. Aidan, you are so fucked. You can't depose people in Massachusetts. You have no idea what they're going to say. Well, what do the police reports say? Do they go to the police? What do those police reports say? Why haven't you put on any of your police reports like you did Karen Reed's? What do all these police reports say? Why don't you put out, like, I don't know, how about any of your geolocations? Are they going to be able to put any of your, like, where you're located? Does it overlap with wherever, like, I don't know, Karen was at, or Alan Jackson, or David Nettie, or what? Are they going to be able to show that you were, like, stalking anybody? That you were just, like, I don't know, following people around? Meeting up with thugs and then they're following them around? I don't know. I have no idea because, but I can promise you this. I know that a lot of things were they're sealed. And I personally think that Battereau and Bradel told him, you're on the, like, we're out if you do one more thing. Like, if you put us in a compromising situation, we're done. I think that's why they came to talk to him back whenever he said that he had to pay for fucking steaks or something like that. And I think that ply guy was there, whatever the fuck his name is.
Because I need to put on a show every day that pays my bills and gets me out of debt. This is what works for me financially. I can't say that it's my favorite thing to do all the time. I wish I could write more. I mean, there's plenty of things on the migrant crisis that I still need to do, right? But if I stop doing my show every day, as I do it, there would be no financing to do those articles. My Substack does not pay enough of money for me to do that. I went to politicians in the Republican Party and asked for them to finance me and said, listen, it's going to help everybody if I get to write these stories. Can somebody write me a check? Nobody wanted to do it. And I tried to do it at the detriment to my bills, my family, and everything. This makes me money. I'm happy to do it. I need to make a living, and I am finally out of debt, and I don't have to worry about my car getting repoed. I hope I can get back to writing stories, and I've been doing a little bit here and there. But I'm also in the middle of an election. I work on campaigns behind the scenes. I'm very happy that I can pay my bills by talking every day. And I've also been able to endear myself to people. I'm sorry that you don't like it. I can't imagine every show is for everybody. It's okay with me that you don't like it, but I'll talk about it if I want to, because that's also part of my show. But by no stretch of the imagination am I like hanging up the phone, shutting the laptop, and then going in my bed and crying over you saying I hate your show. It's terrible. That doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. And also, by the way, if I choose some days to be a confident person when I'm here and over the top aggressive, fall river, as you like to call it, and some days I want to cry about it, that's also me. That's how I am in real life. Some days I'm confident, some days I'm not. I'm sorry you don't like that.
I don't like it. It's not that I don't.
You said you don't like the show.
Yeah, no, I don't. I like real. I like real Jessica. Like, you're getting real now, right?
You don't really know me.
Well, I don't. I know that.
There you go, honey. Yeah, there you go. There you go, daddy, right there.
You've admitted that.
So how do you know what real Jessica is if you don't even really know
real
me?
Jessica is not like gangster. Okay.
Gangsta. What are you talking about? She had thug wife on her hoodie when you took pictures of her. She was a Ratchet. What are you talking about? Thug. What the fuck? This is Tina with What the Fuck Transition Services. This is just laughable to me.
I am a little gangster, 100%.
Yeah, she sure the fuck is. Yeah, Jess, you tell him. Yeah, the fuck she is. That's why you wrote about her. And you took the pictures that you wanted when you made your little article. Talk about that thug wife instead of, I said thug wife instead of like thug life. That hoodie, that sweatshirt. I actually liked that. I thought it was hilarious. Thug wife. Yeah.
Your husband's not going to hit me.
What are you talking? Your husband's not going to hit me. What? Your husband's not going to hit me. Oh my God. He is such a baby. I can't go back. Where's my key fob? No, nobody sober acts like that. Sorry.
Told you that's not the point or the crux of what this conversation is about.
I'm having a fucking meltdown. I'm having a panic.
And if it is, then we've wasted everybody's fucking time. Because is this really about me saying Jeff would fucking knock you out? Is that why we're doing this?
No, it's just one of my issues.
Okay, thank you. I just want to make sure.
It's just one of my issues.
That would be weird.
Yeah, I mean, the bigger issue is that it's fake. I mean, that's not you. It's a character.
It's not fake.
What do you mean it's it's fake? Your whole fucking platform's fake. Are you kidding me?
So he is going to hit me.
So he is going to hit me.
Aidan, please.
Performative. It's performative, though.
I'm pretty sure over the past 13 and a half years of being married and 14 years being with my husband, there's been plenty of times that somebody's
Guys, every single time, all he did was lie during the whole Karen Reed case. That's all he did. It's fake. He's lying about everything. God damn.
mouthed off to me and I'd be like, you better shut the fuck up or my husband's going to fucking punch you out. Men only. I'm sure I've used it. It's not exclusive to you because my husband's a big fuck every day. He's like, fucking fuck you. Stop talking in real life. Are we, Aidan?
The names of their kids. Not like best friends. We're not best friends.
Because we're not really friends in real life. Are we, Aidan? We don't see each other. My husband's not going to follow me.
I consider friends. There's a lot of people who are friends with, I don't know the names of their kids. Not like best friends. My best friends like name all their kids. We're not best friends. We're friends. We're not best friends.
I don't know why you're saying like you're real and you're not real. If you listen to my show every day, like all of my fans, they know that what I put on display yesterday is me. There are days where I'm a fucking hard bitch and I like fuck everybody. And maybe even in the same show, I pivot and I'm crying and I fucking hate my life. Like that is who I am. That is it. You're missing it.
That's what he does every day too. He just throws tantrums. What the fuck?
I've
We
been
had a goddamn intervention with Karen Reed when Karen Reed wasn't even there. Fucking went live to have a fake intervention with Karen. This is fucking crazy to me.
able to do this whole conversation without really truly.
How
How many times are you going to keep saying that? That isn't the point. The point, already got some stuff. I was like, I don't need him. This is okay. It's not that big of a fucking deal. That's my point. That's it. I didn't think it was that big of a deal. You're going to keep saying that. That isn't the point. The point here.
That she doesn't care. He wants her to care.
Maybe I'll take you up on it. And I didn't fucking bother you. I just was like, I'm not fucking bothering the guy. It's not that big of a deal.
You weren't bothered. I wouldn't have offered to have you call me if I wouldn't have offered to talk on the phone if I was bothered. You were bothering me.
I made the decision that it was not worth getting you involved. I felt like it was manageable and I was okay.
Okay. And I just offered, and I just called up to see if you're actually make sure you're okay and be like, I know what it's
I
like.
appreciated that. I said thank you.
After I just obliterated you. Oh my God. Think about this, guys. After I just fucking went live on somebody else's channel and fucking took your ass and shredded it all over. Just totally made a complete like mockery of our friendship. Just trash the shit out of you. Then I call you up on the phone or I text you and I say, hey, I just want to make sure you're okay. Excuse me. Make sure I'm okay about what? Wait. Aidan's like, okay, I get off my live. And then I just text Jess and say, hey girl, I just want to make sure you're okay. Why wouldn't I be? Oh, because I just completely just shredded your ass live. Okay. Okay. I mean, what the fuck? I think that's the worst part about it. Like, I think that's worse than being, dude, what? Because this is what he gets off on. Jess, tell me you didn't respond. He wanted to know that you would even just write him back. Right when he got you to write back, it doesn't matter if you just said hi, bye, no, whatever. If you responded, he won. Because that's his internal game that he has with himself. Like, watch, she'll fucking still text me back. She needs me, blah, watch this. That's I would have never responded to that motherfucker. I would have made that bitch sweat that shit, girl. God, y'all need to work on your game. Don't hate the player, hate the game, right?
I appreciated that. I hope you can see that I was caring for you by not taking you up on the offer.
Okay. And I gave you a professional advice. You didn't want it. That's fine. And you've seen what's happened.
Professional advice? Excuse me. You are not a professional. You are not a therapist. What do you professional? What you mean, like on YouTube? I'm giving you professional advice how to run a YouTube channel. I'm just giving you professional advice how to talk and what to talk about. I mean, I'm dead. This is.
And you lost a shit ton of subs, and that's it.
You got a shit ton of subs. Exactly.
And that's fine. Do things your own way. I don't care. It's your life. I don't care. It's your life.
I remember talking to you when you were losing subs during the Meredith thing.
I didn't lose 15% of my subs. I lost less than 1%, and I got them all back.
No, you didn't. And I'm so glad that you said that. You want me to play the clip when you're like, we're at 165,000. Because I got that receipt. You want me to play that for you? You know how many months ago that was, motherfucker? You know how long you've been at 163? You cannot get off of 163. Have you gotten off of 163? Was it because of that guy, Tim Pool or whatever? You were riding the dick of 163. Okay. Yeah. Like those gay men down at Gay Pride Parade yesterday. Yeah. That's what was happening. That's 163. 163. Like a year.
Seem to care more about that than I care about mine.
So, care about what? Losing subs?
Yeah, you were very upset by it.
I'm not very upset about that. You think I give a fuck if these fucking assholes leave? Because they're still watching. The numbers are still good.
Okay. Well,
you think I give a fuck about these assholes if these assholes leave? I love it for him. He's like, exactly. He doesn't give a fuck about anybody. He doesn't give a fuck if these subs leave. You think I give a fuck about? Look at these assholes. He calls his fucking turtles assholes. We have to make a turtle look like an asshole. Can someone make me that picture? Can someone ask, ChatGPT to combine an asshole, like one that would look like this face, and make it look like a turtle? These are my asshole turtles. I mean, what an idiot.
You think I give a fuck if these fucking assholes leave? Because they're still watching.
You think I give a fuck if this motherfucker does not have big dick energy? Anybody that says that, like he's got energy, he ain't got shit. Okay. You think I give a fuck if these assholes leave? This is nuts. I mean, it's just, I can't say it's nuts. It's just not surprising.
The numbers are still good.
Okay, well,
The numbers
I give a fuck if these fucking assholes leave because they're still watching. The numbers are still good.
Okay, well, I have a very different memory about that when we spoke on the phone, but that's okay. You were very angry and upset by that.
I'm not angry and upset. You think I give a fuck about these fucking losers hitting the unsubscribe button? That means nothing to me.
You think I give a fuck about these losers hitting the unsubscribe? He's like, no, because all I care about is that y'all motherfuckers show up for my because I'm gonna get your subs on my fundraisers that we do. And all your subs are gonna be my bitches and donate. And it's like, I'm gonna tag every single one of the people that were on his what was it? That fucking event he did. The fundraiser. This is what he fucking thinks of all your asses that every hour raise 10,000. All these people that literally lick his ass. And I love when they do it. I love it. I'm like, damn, it must suck to suck that you got to eat that ass if you want people to be in your live chat. Damn. There's a lot of asses getting licked. A lot of turtle assholes getting licked, man. Now I want to see a tongue, a turtle, an ass, and put me in Jessica just shitting out of her fucking mouth, because now put that on a hoodie. Walk down Main Street, walk around Canton when someone says, what the hell, what's that shit all over your all over your hoodie? Yeah. That's a good conversation piece. Oh yeah, it's Turtleboy. It's Turtleboy's asshole right now. Where? Oh, in prison.
So then why should I care? So why are you saying that I should care?
Because they're still watching.
You're very angry and upset by that.
I'm not angry and upset. You think I give a fuck about these fucking losers hitting the unsubscribe button? That means nothing to me.
So then why should I care? So why are you saying that I should care?
Because they're still watching me.
So, but why should I care then?
What?
If I lose subs, you just said you lost 15% of your subs.
Because I'm good either way. If I have 150,000 subs and that goes down to 149, I'll be fucking fine. You're losing 15, 20% of your subs.
But my views are up.
Are they?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
Yeah, because guess who unsubbed? And because the people that unsubbed weren't watching anyways. You get it? Haha. Yeah. And it was because those were alt accounts, because all these fucking turtles have alt accounts. He'll just buy more. Yep. We can go and show that. Why don't you think he had? Ask him why he doesn't have his 100,000 person plaque. Ask him. Why didn't YouTube honor you with your 100,000 person plaque? Ask Will. If it was him or one of his boyfriends that bought his subs for him over the past 2 months.
So, I mean, they're up right now.
His subs are up right. I'm dead. Let's see. Where is this shit? My sub count's up. His episode is titled I'm a better father than Chris Albert. You know what's crazy is if he thinks that Chris Albert is a shitbag murderer who ran over some guy and all the shit that he talks about him, right? your standards are so fucking low. If that's what you truly think of somebody, right? Who the fuck? That's like saying you're better than someone that beats, oh man, that guy beats his wife, that guy beats his girlfriend. I'm a better fucking, I'm a better fucking husband than that guy. This kid is dumb as, he's a box of fucking rocks, man. Dude. Karen, how the fuck? This is Tina with What the Fuck Transition Services. Karen, how did you deal? Like, how you're like you're educated, okay? How did you deal with someone that like on this? Oh my god, how do you talk to someone that's just so fucking dense, man? God damn, shoot me.
And the same time as losing subscribers, my views have gone up.
Okay. If that congratulations.
I mean, what I'm saying is like you're making out a big deal about my subs and me losing subs while saying like you.
This model's great. That I don't fucking know.
No. But you're saying like you're making a point about me losing subs and it's worse than when you lost subs. And I'm saying, okay, well, there's a little bit to that where people are like she's losing subs. People were keeping track of it, right? They're pulling up all of the things and watching and screenshotting. She's losing. Keep on some time.
You guys, how is he at? He has 163,000 subscribers. He has been on 163,000 subscribers forever. He sucks, man. You suck, girl. You suck.
So I pause and I'm like, okay, we really need to pay attention to this. I never really.
You can't grow when you talk about nothing and when you talk about the same thing. Your audience, as far as sub count goes. But what does it matter? You know how many people that have not that many subs and they actually can produce like really good shit? Like they're talented.
We thought subs meant much because I always got more views than what I should for a 10,000 sub channel. But I was like, okay, let's pay attention to it. Let's watch. So I watch and my views are up. The CPM is a crazy fucking number right now, which I can't even understand. It's been that way for 2 weeks. Like, I don't know. Like, I mean, I get more views now when I'm losing the subs than I was before this whole Baker thing happened. By the way, that's not exclusive to me. There's a lot of people getting more views today than they were 2 weeks ago. It's one of the gifts from the internet. Are you backstage looking at my views?
Yeah. I'm actually curious. I'm actually curious now. I'm actually looking at the numbers.
It's correct though, right?
I like to be informed.
It's correct though, right?
Yeah. It's like it seems the same.
No, it's not the same. I never did.
No, they're fucking having an argument or a conversation about their views. About their fucking views. About their subscriber count. She's buying them too. That's impossible. That's not impossible. I just explained how that's not impossible. You know what's great is I just love when he says, or anybody says, dude, I lose money when I talk about Turtleboy. Fucking everybody hates this motherfucker. Anybody with a brain is like, God, why does I have to cover that? Well, I'm covering it because of the Karen Reed case. Because I feel so strongly about how I go about and handle something that's, investigative journalism. And this man calling himself an investigative journalism, he's not. And that actually makes what I do like, fuck you, dude. You're nothing like what I do. And have the you're a criminal. You've always been one though. And you fabricated documents for court hearings. You committed perjury and you actually used my fucking content and tried to claim it as Meredith's in a fucking affidavit. That's under the penalties and pains of perjury, you dumb fuck. You should be like kissing my titties that I haven't gone to the fucking Commonwealth about that. I could testify to that. I mean, you have to be one of the dumbest fucking people, but you're nothing like anybody that believes in standards and has a moral compass and a fairness. because he got his hands so dirty when he wanted to fight corruption, and that's just not what you do. Jess, I have never bought a sub or review. Well, I don't think that you did. I believe that. I don't think that you did. I'm glad that actually you're here. I think that you owned him. I think that you absolutely owned him. Not sure if you just joined in, but I've made that perfectly clear on a couple different times that I've talked about this. I also think that he tried very, very hard to get you to lash out, just get out of character. So I don't know how you do it. I don't know how I would ever talk to this person again in my life. Can't believe that he didn't know your kids' names. I mean, I don't know your kids' names, but I don't know you. Just wipe the floor with him, says Seahawks fan. I definitely agree. Criminal activity, all of them. Not that I necessarily agree with JM, but her vocabulary alone took his ass out. His intent. You want to talk about intent, Aidan? Your intent with this was classless as fuck, and he's just a hypocrite. I've been watching the whole time. Just wanted to say, haven't bought any stuff. Oh, good. What do you think about it? What do you like when you're watching this? Like, do you think this is? What do you think? Curious of your opinion. Like, when you like look back at it and you're just like, because I feel like he wasn't listening to anything that you had to say ever, and that's one of his downfalls. He doesn't know the argument because he doesn't listen. He doesn't know what you're saying, like to.
At 10,000 views on a 24 on 24 ever. Like, that's extraordinary. My average for 24 on 24 is around 6,000. That's my views usually on 24 on 24. And I'm in the 8,000s. So, I mean, if you only get 6,000 and you're going up to 8,000, 9,000, that's a big jump for me.
Yeah.
I mean, so basically how I view that is, while people may want to make a statement and unsubscribe, it doesn't mean that they're not watching. And
I think people's alt accounts were unsubscribing, by the way.
And also more people are talking about it and watching, and my views translate into money. And so I mean, do you want to see my dashboard?
You want to see my dashboard? I fucking love it. I regret doing the show with him. Not productive. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Because it wasn't, I don't know where he was getting off saying like, this isn't like you're not real. I do a lot of research before I'm going to talk about something. And when I found out that I didn't even know that he wrote an article about you. And when I said, oh my God, he wrote an article about you, he not just wrote an article about you, but he took it really personal because you talked about teachers and he was a teacher. And then he, how he takes people's like social media posts and blah, blah, blah. And when he tried to say like that, you were like, you're not ghetto or you're not whatever. And I'm just like, does this guy does he have amnesia? Like, does he have because he wrote about you, like he knows that, and you said, you're like, what? No, yeah, I am. And I was like, yeah, I love, do you still have that hoodie, by the way? Where'd you get that hoodie? It's called Thug Wife. I really want to get that. You think that's still available? But I want that hoodie if you know where you got it from. But I am proud of how I held my own most of the time. Oh, hands down, you crushed this. I personally think that it's he won't even, he refuses, but now I won't even give him the time of day to even, okay, fine. He refuses and he knows why. I was like, oh, you want to talk about your case? I think you need a lawyer present if we were to talk. Because I'm not going to be gaslit. I can't be gaslit. But you don't even know the facts of your own case. You don't know the facts even in the Kearney case as far as the true chronological order of stuff. You actually put out to the world so much misinformation on the chronological order of events. And for him to fucking say a word to you about fucking covering cases, dude, you've never looked at a court hearing. But I'll tell you what, you were showing up for him. You were showing up for him. Yeah. He's
Advice, you're fucking killing it. Keep up the good work.
you're fucking killing it.
I'm just saying, like,
I'm happy for you if you can make money. Congrats.
I'm happy for you if you can make money. I just can't.
I thought I was giving you good professional advice. I guess I was wrong.
I have less overhead than you. You know, you look at your money and your brand very differently. You have to make a lot of money to pay your bills. I don't.
Because he commits a lot of he does a lot of stupid shit. But those fundraisers are going to go bye-bye real soon.
Have those things over my head. So your business model is probably a big smash and grab because you need to get a lot of cash.
Smash and grab.
Not like that. I just want to be able
I
to.
need a lot of cash.
What?
My business model is just reporting. I mean, I don't even really think about it.
This is my favorite part when you said smash and grab and he took offense to it. He's like, wait, what? I don't have like a fucking business model. Like I don't have, and she's just over here trying to be like, what? You, like, don't you treat your brand as like a business? Aren't you? Wait, what? Like he talks like tomorrow he'll tell you that he has a business model.
I don't do this for money. I didn't write.
I'm gonna fucking choke. I don't do this for money. What? Do you guys hear this shit?
A lot of money to pay your bills. I don't have those things over my head. So your business model is probably a big smash and grab because you need to get a lot of cash. I'm not like that. I just want to be able to.
I need a lot of cash.
What?
My business model is just reporting. I mean, I don't even think about it. I don't do this for money. I didn't write about Can't Read for money. I wrote about it because I was passionate about it.
You guys know, like this is like these are the times where you need to study when you want to study your opponent in life. Rewind this part and play it, okay? Because this is a complete lie. And so you want to check his baseline. Okay? Check this fucking lie out, all right? Watch this. Jess is talking professional business.
The good work.
I'm just saying, like,
I'm happy for you if you can make money. Congrats. I thought I was giving you good professional advice. I guess I was wrong.
I have less overhead than you. You know, you look at your money and your brand very differently. You have to make
That's her giving him grace right there.
lot of money to pay your bills. I don't have those things over my head. So your business model is probably a big smash and grab because you need to get a lot of cash. I'm not like that. I just want to be able to.
I need a lot of cash.
What?
My business model is just reporting. I mean, I don't even really think about it. I don't do this for money. I didn't write about Can't Read for money. I wrote about it because I was passionate about it.
You're talking.
You want to know why he has to say that? Because I got him so. I made him so like I was like, Aidan, what was your intent? Was your intent to make money? What were you doing? Aren't you like making money? Like, aren't you running a business? Like why can't you just say like, I wasn't trying to wait this intimidate. Like I'm working, I'm making money. And he thought about it for a while. And it was the biggest mind fuck. He's like, oh my God, no, I can't say that. I was like, I know, right?
Talking about business models, and I know a lot of
You don't do this for money. Excuse me? What?
what you do right now is to make sure you have enough money to pay your bills. You talk about it all the time.
Yeah,
You talk-
that's
okay.
why we need to do a fundraiser to pay my fucking
All
bills.
right, my business model
I have to do a fundraiser so I can pay my fucking bills. That's not true.
is to wake up every day and do something I absolutely love and make sure that I don't get my car repossessed. I'd like to pay off my car so I don't have to worry about paying my bills. That's it.
I don't want to do a fundraiser. I don't want to ask for $80,000. I don't want to do that.
I mean, you don't think that it's part of this industry that there
Ask for 80,000.
is going to be a time where you may say something where you'll hemorrhage subs, and then there's a time where you might say something where you'll gain a lot? You don't think there's ebbs and
And
flows?
if I'm hemorrhaging subs, I'm gonna take steps to correct that and stop
Okay.
the things I'm doing to hemorrhage those subs. Like if I
Okay.
got on, when I've talked about Trump before, I'm like, all of a sudden, good or bad, I lose a lot of subs. So you know what I stopped doing? I stopped fucking mentioning it. I just don't mention it. You know, there's a lot of things I could be talking about where it's like, it's how I feel about something, but I recognize it's going to divide my audience, so I'm not going to talk about it.
What's more valuable to you, subs or the views? I mean, I know the answer. You just said it.
They're one and the same.
How? You literally just use your words. I don't give a fuck if people unsubscribe. They're going to watch anyway. You just said that.
Yeah, so
they're not one and the same.
The answer is views.
Correct.
Yes, because they're going to watch anyway. You're right. That's correct. That's all. So anyway,
So he just
I got to get going, but
he just fucking, his argument was like saying whatever for like 10 straight minutes about subs or views. What's better? You do not get paid because of your subscriber count. And he had to just say it right there. Well, yeah, no, I want the view. The views are better. And it's like, this is why you will always lose, because you make it try to seem like you just try to gaslight people, try to make it seem like you're winning like this argument. Your position of the argument is trash. So I don't care if you want to make it seem like to your fucking viewers that you won some fucking position in a conversation, because in 10 minutes you will realize, just like he did right there, that he didn't win that conversation point before, and he just basically, now you just got absolutely shredded. Because that whole thing that you were saying, it's like, what? Jess, your sub count, you're losing 10 to 15% of your subs. Yeah, but my fucking views are up, man. And you know what that's from? That's from him. I'm telling you, people, they have so many of these alt accounts. Hey, go get all of your alt accounts. You have 100 people that have 4 alt accounts and they're all subbed. See how many people that is? 100 times how many? Oh, they all have 4? That's 400. It's nuts. Anyways. What's up, allegedly? Brittany J, what's good? What's good? I don't do this for money. He's not. I just make you guys fucking fundraise for me. That's where I get paid. I can't even. I think Jess knows more about YouTube. Yeah, he's an idiot. No offense, Jess. I'm not trying to say it doesn't. It's just, it's like him saying, oh, he's a better dad than Chris Albert. That is the biggest fucking oxymoron I think I've ever heard out of him, because he thinks so little of Chris that for him to even write that, it's like, way to have your standards high, you know? Like, he's just like, he said it best. You think I give a fuck about these assholes that subscribe? You think these losers that subscribe to me, you think I give a fuck? They are all losers, and they all are assholes, because I'm sorry, but people that are watching him, I would probably say he's got like 10%. The other people are watching because they literally cannot believe what is going on. They're watching for go and count how many actual people are writing in the chat. Okay. That are all different accounts compared to the numbers. And you have a lot of people that are watching because they're watching this absolute train wreck. They can't believe it. And there's a lot of people that are watching because they're taking a lot of notes. Karen Reed probably has to watch every fucking single one, like everything of his, because you never know what's going to come out of that man's mouth, because every other day he is making subtle fucking hits at her team, at her. It's like he's wearing a bomb, like a suit with grenades on it. And he doesn't care. He's just not going to go alone. He's not going down by himself. He is going to try to take down anybody and everybody he can with himself. That's what is going to happen. He's going to try his best. So, Seahawks, yes, have a good night. Jess is correct. Some of us have less overhead, and I just paid off my car loan. No doubt at all. What's up, the young jerks? That's good to hear. That's good to hear. I think Adam taught was go on Jess's show, run circles, and you own him. Yeah, he's. Well, I don't listen for money, but I wish I was paid. Don't like drama, but Lana is a fire. Yeah, I got to see this one through because, you know, I think that there should be some tweaking to their statute in Massachusetts. But I'll tell you this: if Turtleboy can go out and do the same thing, if nothing happens to him and he can go out and do the same thing that he did in this last, with everything that he just did, if we're gonna sit here and say that what he did is okay as a society, I think there's a problem with that because it's just he's the type of person that's just gonna keep escalating. And so, I mean, I just don't think we can have that. I don't think that anybody can afford that. I said, when are you gonna when somebody's like seriously hurt? I don't know. So I just think that his intent is exactly what it was. It was the word intimidate, witness intimidation. I am trying to disrupt your life. I am trying to influence you in a way. I'm trying to financially harm you. I'm trying to emotionally harm you. I am coming for your livelihood. And it's not just me, but I have all these motherfuckers and you don't know where we're coming from. And just like, what? You don't like think about that. Think about that. I don't think that anybody should have to, I think him saying that these people do not deserve to live peacefully I think that's the nail in his coffin. Because that's his intent. And what's the opposite of peace? It's war. Sorry. We learned that in history. To think that what do you mean they don't deserve to live peacefully? Well, what's the opposite of peacefully? Clean says, I am all about Karen Reed, but Lana's great. Thank you. I think, like I said, I get people. There's certain people that get grace. You know what I mean? But this motherfucker did all of this for money. This motherfucker thought you guys need to go back to the day that he's in his car driving to the first hearing for Karen Reed. He's dressed in his stupid ass little fucking turtle suit. And he's driving in his fucking minivan, whatever the fuck he had back then. And he needed to wear that outfit because he needed to make sure that people knew who he was. All right. That's his words. You guys want to watch those 15 minutes? I think maybe we should remind ourselves like why he did what he did. And how many times he had actually at that point talked to Karen Reed and how many times he had talked to Alan Jackson and David Yannetti. All the while acting like he's uncovering and breaking the story all on his own and he does not talk to any of them. So that's how we'll end this live because I think it's important. Because it was all a facade. He wants to say that Jess Machado is a lie. Motherfucker, you lied to your family, to yourself, to your subscribers, to your whoever's. Every single fucking day, you lived a lie. And all you did was lie. Let's go with this. If somebody wanted to spend the time to put his phone records and his up against all of his lives and which time they actually went off and all those texts that he would get throughout it, do you know how many that you can match up with who was the shot caller? I'm sure that they have a digital expert on that. But you don't even maybe even need to do all that. But yeah. Turtleboy says, I'm a better father than Chris Albert. Stupid fucking title. Stupid title. Makes no sense. Again, I'm not knocking on Chris Albert. I'm just saying Turtleboy's philosophy, Chris Albert is shit. So you being a better father than Chris Albert isn't saying anything. But that's his math. Like 2 + 2 to him is 6. All right, let's go with the date I want to go with, which is the first time he goes, and it's alive in one of his first Canton. Ridiculous. He just goes to that hearing. I think I could just put the date in, I think. Let's do it that way. May 3rd, 2023. Karen Reed Lally goes, oh, here it is. No, we need when he's going there. Oh, fuck. It's like pregame. Karen Reed. Oh, that's that night. Calling Norfolk Superior Court. Things you see on the internet versus reality. Fuck. Did he take it down? Oh, shit. Karen Reed, I'm officially a witness in this case. Hold on. Let me just pull this up. Fuck it. He's an idiot. 404 evidence all day, boy. Here you go. Post-court, Kate Peter, criminally charged, one last try. Like, look at this tool bag. I'm officially a witness in this case. Like, what an idiot. What a moron, man. Okay, here's this it. Oh, this is the night before, so it's right after this. It's the live that happens right after this. He records himself going to the court. Turtleboy court hearing. Karen Reed court tomorrow. Turtleboy Monday night special. Post court pre. God. Oh God, this is your 404B right here. This is your bad. You're fucked. Post court impromptu. Oh God, this is my favorite. Oh, the week of Turtle. This is what he's wearing, like something like this, but this is, you guys, this is a classic. Or this has just made my day. Here we go. This is when I did all my research on Turtleboy. I'm like, what is this? What is this?
I don't know if you should be getting a notification for this, I think. I don't see anyone here yet. Love people streaming.
Watch this.
Give us a thumbs up if you're there. I can't tell on goddamn whatchamacallit on the phone. I see one thumbs up there. Okay. Sometimes it takes a couple minutes to get notifications out.
Wait for it.
I'll let people stream on in here. We're at beautiful Wachusett Reservoir. It's a beautiful day outside, huh? Beautiful day. First day of summer vacation for my kids. No school today.
Watch this.
This is going to be, yeah, it is good. I promise you. This went really well. All right. So we got 6 or 7 people watching. Okay.
All right. So we have like 6 or 7 people watching. We can start now. This is right before he starts covering Karen Reed. I think this might even be like during like the same time frame. Like, all right, we got like 6 or 7 people watching. Okay, we can start.
All right, we'll let people kind of stream in here, and I'll just start talking. So you can rewind this if you got here. So here's the deal. So I go to court today for Chrissy Yakimovsky for her wiretapping thing. Again, if you're not familiar with the story, Chrissy Yakimovsky it was a super fan of Turtleboy for years. I consider her a friend. After a while, in 2019, when I wrote the Adasa stories out of Milford, Chrissy kind of inserted herself into it and went and taped a 45-minute phone conversation. Did I lose people?
Did I lose people? There was just 6 or 7.
Oh, we're back.
I lose everybody.
Christ.
Hannah, pull over. 6 or 7, hang tight, guys. Hold on.
Is it buffering? Can you guys hear me?
The name of this live is Impromptu Live Bad Day in Court for Chrissy Yamaguchi. I call her Yamaguchi, but it's Yakimovsky. This video is proof of how he witness intimidates. It's also proof of him driving a minivan and waiting for 6 or 7 people. So here you go, Jess. You know, if you're ever having a bad day, right here.
I have no idea. Do something. Somebody comment if you guys can hear me. I have no idea how many people are watching. I'll see comments pop up on the screen.
I have no idea how many people are watching. 6, maybe 7.
If people are there. It's just buffering. Okay.
Dead.
Unfucking believable. Fucking golf carts. All right. Can you guys hear me okay? Holler if you can hear me. Hopefully we're in a good zone now.
Oh.
I don't know why there was no Wachusett Reservoir. It's unfucking believable. I don't know why the fuck it keeps buffering. If this isn't gonna work, I'll just wait till I get
Soccer mom.
I'm gonna be home soon.
This trash. This guy's straight trash. Like, fuck him.
Okay, are we live, folks? Can you guys hear me? Holler if you can hear me. If it craps out one more time, he's gonna stop. Okay, are we live, folks? Can you guys hear me? Okay.
So right there's proof that he's using a different. Do you have 2 phones right there, Turtleboy?
Okay, you can see. I can see now. Okay, so let's talk about what happened here.
He can see people. I see dead people. What?
I was there for Chrissy Yakimovsky.
Listen to this.
Because Chrissy Yakimovsky in 2019 recorded a 45-minute phone conversation with Adasa Robeson, who I'd written a series of blogs about, and sent me that 45-minute conversation without ever mentioning that it was secretly recorded.
That's a lie. Total fucking lie. So here he knows about the witness. First of all, he knows all about the statutes, wiretapping and everything, which he lied to Andrea Burkhart about.
And I played it. I played clips of it on YouTube and I posted it. Adasa saw that and she realized, oh crap, I was wiretap. Essentially, I did not consent to that. So she called the police. The Milford police spoke with Chrissy. She admitted, yeah, I did it, but I didn't know that was against the law. And then they contacted me to ask, did she tell you that it was illegally wiretapped? I said no, so that way she got a second charge for disseminating it as well. So I hooked her up with a lawyer named Michael Maloney because she wasn't happy with her first attorney, and I didn't think it was going to be taken that seriously, but it turns out felony wiretapping is actually a big deal. You're one of a
Turns out, felony wiretapping is a big deal. Again, you guys, this is pre-Karen Reed.
11 states in the country that has two-party consent laws, which I disagree with, but it is the law. And she basically, she also had provision there where she was not allowed to have anything to do with Turtleboy. I had never actually seen this until recently.
Wait, what? She's not allowed to have anything to do with Turtleboy. What are you talking about? Tell us more about this. The jury wants to hear. What do you mean? People were told that they couldn't have anything to do with Turtleboy before? Why?
But it was actually in writing. She cannot be on Turtleboy at all.
Why?
And throughout that whole time, last 2 years, she has been actively helping me.
Actively helping you do what?
With Turtleboy. She's been an admin on the Facebook page. She has been sending me story ideas about Hadassah, specifically telling me, you should write about her the day before court because we want her razzled. Like all this crazy shit.
Do you think that that's Chrissy's idea? Come on now. The date of this, guys, is just priceless. I'll give you guys the exact date. The exact date of this blasphemy is June 17th, 2022. Okay? Okay. He has 157 likes, okay? 2,395 views, and I'm probably 2,000 of them because this is fucking amazing. What an absolute fucking shit show.
So after Chrissy decided that right before her case was over, it would be a good time to fuck with me, she started going to the dark side. We've been down there. We've talked about that before, what she's done. She's a cunt. And I'm like, well, I guess I'll tell the prosecution all the things you've done to aid and abet this thing because I didn't even know about that order and blah, blah, blah.
All of this is lies about him not knowing about any of this. But he's like, you just told and gave Ryan Waters the proof that I made an account in Ryan Waters' name and I threatened myself with a new account that says Ryan Waters and I used pictures of my kids to say that I was going to R them. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. That is what this is called 404, baby.
So I give him all this information and this keeps getting continued. And then today she doesn't show up. She's on Zoom. And
Tom, help this man.
You can go to jail for this.
I know that you know that.
And so what if she's sentenced to jail? Like, why isn't she?
Tom, he blogged about you. He blogged about you because you were actually right about him, figured it all out. And then he tried to gaslight you and did all these crazy fucking rude shit things to you. Like, made you to be out to all these things. Why? You know who he is. You actually figured it all out. Way back in the day. And then what do you do? Oh, I'm going to fucking blog about you. I'm going to write about you. And you know what that's like.
Here. So Hadassah gives her victim impact statement, and the judge today was a no-nonsense, a new judge. I've never seen this guy. A no-nonsense guy. Like, I realized that when he's talking to other defendants, I'm like, oh, Chrissy's in trouble here. And then the prosecutor was like, so this guy here, he didn't know my name. He's like, I think she's been doing something on his site. And so the judge asked me to talk. And I'm like, oh, let me explain to you all the things she's done. And I just told you, like she's been, weaponizing my blog against Hadassah and blah, 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 and violating this order. And, the judge was like, wow. And then Joelle Fantini, who Chrissy has also been harassing,
Also harassing. Listen to what he says. You know, Joelle is just like a
got up and testified
little like stay-at-home mom. Like, listen to what he talks about.
about the things that Chrissy has been doing to her as well. And
No, this is what you guys just do to people, period.
let me tell you guys, been in a lot of courtrooms. The judge was moved by this shit.
The judge was moved by all of our ridiculousness.
Judge was like he realized he was dealing with a psychopath here, I think. And so then Maloney's starting to talk, her lawyer. And Maloney starts saying that she has no criminal record. And the judge cut him off. And he's like, he was so offended by this because Chrissy apparently has multiple convictions I did not know about. 2008 DUI, another motor vehicle incident in 2013. In 2014, there was another incident in Fitchburg. Like, she's got a rap sheet I didn't even know about. And the judge was just so pissed off. He's like, you lied to me. She does have a criminal record.
So watch this. So he just fucking rants about whatever the fuck he wants to rant about.
So
I actually
basically
listened to the hearing, so I wouldn't let him. I don't take any of his own words. I go and get the own documents myself, and I listen to them.
On July, they've set it up for. I don't know. It's like you're gonna have to. She's gonna have to like. She's gonna lose them basically. And Maloney was like, I didn't know anything about. She was gonna be asked to give up her guns. It's like, I feel like basically he wasn't taking this that seriously. He's like, basically whatever. This is gonna go away. We'll get this to go away. We'll get a continuance. And fucking with me.
Here we go.
Like none of this is happening, Chrissy. If you didn't do what you do.
He needs to pull the fucking van over. Okay. I thought maybe he was getting home. He's done for the day. No, he's like, I need to pull the van over. Watch this.
To be involved in the prosecution side, which just makes me so happy. Like Tony was like, I didn't know anything about she was going to be asked to give up her guns. It's like, I feel like basically he wasn't taking this that seriously. He's like, basically whatever. This is going to go away. We'll get this to go away. We'll get a continuance. But he was not expecting me to be involved in the prosecution side, which just makes me so happy. Like you could hear it in his voice.
Like what he's accusing Kate Peters of doing, by the way. What his lawyers think that like people can't talk to the prosecution. Watch this. He's going to pull over now.
Today, that he was like, none of this is happening, Chrissy, if you didn't do what you do.
Nothing. None of this is happening, Chrissy, if you didn't do what you did. Like, this is all retaliation. Retaliation. And that's one of the parts of it. He's so fucked.
None of this. And I know you're going to watch this.
And I know you're going to, and I know you're going to watch this. Remember, I told you guys in the beginning. What does he do? He tells people that he knows that you're going to watch this. So he is directing it to them. Here it is.
You still watch everything I do and you're a fucking psychopath. But how do you feel, Chrissy? How does it feel? Do you feel like you made a smart decision in fucking with me? Did you think that was good? Did you ever see the day, thought you'd see the day that I would testify against you in court? Because I just did that. And I'm going to do it again July 28th at 2 o'clock. I'm going to be there. And they brought up how on one of those, I don't know if it was Kate's or Brett's thing, that they all made threats. That was smart. Leah made a threat. Brett made a threat. Kate made a threat. They all made threats.
What?
Those were all brought up in court today. That was fucking smart. That was really smart. Aligning yourself with those fucking morons, Chrissy. What did you think was going to happen, girl? What were you thinking? Is you stupid? Do you regret it yet? You probably don't because you're a fucking idiot. But you gotta, because you're going to be convicted of a felony. I'm going to be there to testify against you.
Mm-hmm.
Because you fucking, the whole time you were working and sending me shit. I never paid you a goddamn dime, but you were actively using me, weaponizing the blog to violate that fucking order against Hadassah. It's undeniable. I don't even know what your defense is going to be with this, but you chose to, that's the most mind-boggling part about this is why. Like, what were you thinking? How did you think this was going to end? Like, you don't poke the turtle. Everybody knows that. You poked it. You didn't just poke it. You did some dirty shit, girl. You did some dirty shit.
It was all gaslighting. She told the truth about him creating an alt account and put it in the name of the person that he had a lawsuit with, and took his own kids' photos, sent them to himself in Facebook. Well, put them out there on he wrote a Facebook post as this Ryan Waters guy. Then has his mods take pictures of it, and then, hey, send it to me like you guys found it. Send it to me so I can send it to my attorney, so I can get him for what was that? Witness intimidation, was it? Or what did you want to get? A harassment protection order against him? And you fabricated all that? I mean, this is what you call 404, motherfucker. 404. You are so fucked, but you pulled this van over. You pulled this fucking van over to talk to Chrissy into hey, let's talk about it.
And knowing that everything I have in it, knowing that you have a lot to lose. Royal Thermal View, your business there, I'm not
Livelihood, economic harm. Listen to this.
not going to maliciously do anything, but I'm going to let the entire community know that anybody who does business with you, they should assume that their phone conversations are being recorded, because that's what you do. You wiretap people. You're a felon. You're about to be a convicted felon. And nobody should do business with you. Nobody. You have your fucking slave laborer, Ray, who you've told me that the only reason that you keep him around. Why do you keep Ray around again? Oh, because you can't get anyone else to do what he does, right? No one else will work for room and board. So you both have that going. He's got to deal with the fact that his girlfriend is a whore and sex with tons of guys and has sex with Hadassah's son. He has to deal with that. But in return, he gets free room and board. So he's in a situation there where I get, and you told some people that you were going to come, and you and Ray were going to come and get me. Come whenever you want, girl. Whenever you want, but you're not going to have guns, though. That's the problem. You ain't going to have guns because the court's going to take them away from you. So anybody have any questions or anything?
Anybody have any questions ready for this shit? Are we having class here? In the minivan, pulls over because God forbid.
So yeah, what up? Listening to work. See, Rue's got a job. Yeah, don't poke the turtle. What a smart. Yeah, I mean, I just don't understand the thinking. She could have waited until after this was done and then fucked me over, But instead, she just got all excited. And again, it's this feeling of wanting to be wanted, wanting to be valued. And I think that's because why else would she tape the conversation with Hadassah and insert herself into it besides wanting to feel valued? Her life is obviously empty. She doesn't have much going on. She lives with, a guy that she hates.
So wait, you recorded Karen Reed without her knowledge. And why do people do that again? They just want to be wanted. Let me just get that one more time.
After this was done and then fucked me over, But instead, she just got all excited. And again, it's this feeling of wanting to be wanted, wanting to be valued. And I think that's because why else would she tape the conversation with Hadassah?
Turtleboy, I just stretch you out, motherfucker. I just stretch you out. And
insert herself into it besides wanting to feel valued. Her life is obviously empty. She doesn't have much going on. She lives with, a guy that she hates. He's a junkie. And
junkie.
Turtleboy was her life. And it was Shannon and all of them. They're all the same way. Brett, that's one thing they all have in common was Turtleboy was their fucking, that's all they had, And so then they decided one day, I'm just going to declare war on this guy. And I'm going to release some of the most sensitive, private conversations that, keep in mind, this woman pretended to give a shit about my mental health and, told me personal stories about her. And, she was my friend.
She's my friend. She's my friend. Does she have any kids? Do you know their names?
And then she's like, I'm just going to go and give all our conversations to people who hate you.
That's not what happened. You were committing crimes.
And then they're going to replay our conversations on their channels. And then I'm
No, it was used for evidence in a case.
going to convince you that you were hacked because you would never suspect me because you're my fucking friend. And, you know, I'm going to tell you.
No, you did all of that. You went to the cops before you created the account to say that you were hacked. I have the whole timeline. Oh, I didn't know if you knew this, Turtleboy. Do you know how much money I had to pay to get a complete FOIA public records on every single little town down there? I love, though, that Canton stepped up their way of doing things, and they actually, you don't have to like mail in like money orders, or they have now like the next request feature, you know, like the thing online. So that was really helpful. But I did a public request on you in almost like, I think it was like 12 areas. And it was so fucking cheap. So I don't know why you don't do public requests, but I got all my background.
Go to the police and file police reports, and I'm going to laugh when you do that the whole time. And you did that. You know, you did that. You wasted the police's time. You fucked with a lot of people, Chrissy. You're a shitty person, and I know you're never going to ever own up to that, but you are. And you know who knows you are too? The judge knows you are. You got the wrong judge today. The old judge, he's gone. And you go, this judge today is like, I want to reschedule on a day that I'm here. He was offended by the fact that you were so confident that you weren't going to jail, that you didn't even show up today, that you did Zoom. And it didn't go well. I could hear it in Mike Maloney's voice today. I could hear it in his voice. He just isn't fucking around. He's represented me before. And if I were him, I'd be telling you, stay off the fucking internet. Like, why would you sabotage your
Stay off the fucking internet. Turtleboy.
your own case like this? But you did it.
You did it.
You did it. So anybody
So there's that.
have any questions or anything? Let's see.
Anybody have any questions? I got my mini
She's hurt so many people that went out of her way to help her. Exactly. Like you helped. I mean, she fucked with Laura. Like Laura did nothing wrong. Joelle Fantini is like the nicest lady. Did nothing wrong. Chrissy took her private conversations and gave them to somebody else to try to get a harassment order against Joelle. Like, yeah, bring.
This is all they've been doing their entire existence. This didn't happen during the Karen Reed case. This motherfucker is trash. 404, baby. You are fucked, motherfucker. Intent is why you can bring in 404. Motive is why you can bring in 404. This shit that Cosgrove can show is like a pattern of history with you and what you do. Oh, it's usually inadmissible, but it's going to make it because it's everything for you. This is your intent. This is who you are. This is your pattern of behavior. This is you're allowed to bring in stuff like this to show intent.
To court, and because Joelle has security cameras in her house, outside of her house, right? And it picks up, you know, when the neighbors go by, and she shared some of those security footages with Chrissy. Chrissy screenshots them and sends them to her neighbors.
You guys don't believe any of this shit.
To be why? What was Joelle's crime again? Oh, right. Joelle's crime was informing me that you were Carmela Rodriguez or whatever the fuck, Teresita Mendoza. That's what she did. She informed me
About their alt accounts.
about all the aliases you were using to post negative things about me. That's what she did. She told me the truth. And then you tried to hurt her too. And you thought that
Dude.
Kate could save you.
So when Karen Reed is like, should we have Turtleboy tell our story? These are the videos that Karen Reed would have been going through if she vetted this man.
She can't. Where's she at today? Where's she at? And by the way, and you thought that Kate could save you. She can't. Where's she at today? Where's she at? And by the way, I got a text message. Get this, guys. I'm in court.
Oh, wait.
I got a text message from a 601 number.
We're not going to play any of this part.
You're just a trashy whore from fucking Oxbridge. That's all you are. You own a fucking window business and you suck a lot of dick. That's all you do. Okay. You got a bunch of freaking convictions that I didn't even know about. We're gonna have some fun with that now. And yeah, I mean, I feel bad for your kids. I feel bad for Tyler, and I feel bad for Brady, especially because he's only like 13 or 14.
Oh my God. See, Machado, you need to cut him off. He knows their names. Listen, he just calls them out.
We're gonna have some fun with that now. And yeah, I mean, I feel bad for your kids. I feel bad for Tyler, and I feel bad for Brady, especially because he's only like 13 or 14. I mean, Tyler's an adult. He probably hates you anyway. But yeah. So anyway, why don't we? Anybody else here? Oh, Rashana's here. Hi, Rashana. Nice to see you back. Big fan, I guess. Rue says, I don't know these stories. I need to read old blogs. Yeah. There's a lot. It's a long story, basically. First, you got to understand the Hadassah thing. Then you got to understand all the other stuff, you know?
Yeah, all this
Turtleboy is all I have.
You got to understand all this drama. You don't got to understand shit. This is just you, man. You.
Deranged lunatic. I mean, Rashana has been messaging me story ideas for years, shitting all over Gaffney, all over Kate, all over these people, and then she ran to them. I mean, she's just like, you have to be a psychopath to do something like that.
Everyone's a psycho except for you.
Happened in real life. It was hilarious. We're like, dude, okay, but that seems to be the theme with these people. All right, anything else? She was a friend of many of us. Exactly.
She was a friend of many of us.
You owned no one, Loughran. Talking to you is talking like a brick wall. I mean, she's much smarter than you, Rashawn. I mean, I stood up for Loughran on the thing last night. Like, she's got the whole, because she talks like a California Valley girl, you're inclined to think she's stupid. Like, that's obviously what these people say. But no, she's fucking smart. Like, she graduated from Suffolk Law. You didn't do that. Yeah, and so she talks. She's got the white Valley girl accent to her. She's a lot smarter than you. Trust me. She's not making fucking t-shirts in her home, you know?
She's not fucking making t-shirts in her home. And then what does he do? He's a fucking t-shirt. He's like, everything's fucking A. If this just isn't the best fucking video where his entire world and everything that he has done and has just shitted on and lied and committed perjury in courtrooms, made up, he manipulated evidence, he falsifies shit. I mean, he's used his own goddamn kids. Okay. He's intimidated witnesses, he's wiretapped, he's done everything. This is his MO. And so, like, if you lay this all out, it's like, no, somebody like this, when you put this to the jury, and it's just like, what the fuck? What the fuck? But this is what Karen Reed, this is what Karen would have had for his audition.
All right, anybody else?
There's 6 or 7 of them. Anything? I gotta get this van back. Look at, there you go, 2 phones. One's recording him, one's in his hand. And how you know it's a phone? It says he's got it the straight way up and down. He doesn't even have it long way.
Loughran is very smart, and she's exactly. She just doesn't give a fuck, you know? She's unconventional. I need to drop this. Yeah. So yeah. It's more like she's right. I mean, just have any comments or anything?
What is he doing?
Anybody else have any comments or anything?
He pulled over on the side of the road. Just like...
I don't use Discord, but I could temporarily. What's up with Discord? I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
What's with all these toothless people? I don't know, man. But
what's with all these toothless people? Wait, what?
What's with all these toothless people? I don't know, man. But when Nick Schramm brought out his teeth last night, it was like, wow.
What?
All right. So if nobody else has any questions, I guess we'll call it. I got to get the court audio. You should have just seen that judge just ripping into Maloney, though. He was so mad that he said that she didn't have a criminal record, and he was even more furious that she wasn't there. And you could tell that my statement and and Joel's statement and Hadassah's statement, like, they were effective. And like, we were in court. The fact that we were there and the defendant was so cocky.
I can't. All right, guys. Any questions? You guys have any questions tonight? Wow, right? Wow. Any questions? Mm-hmm. Any questions? His channel is like his that give new media lumped into blanket stereotypes. Yeah, he's just you guys, his trial is going to be off the hook. His trial is going to be off the fucking hook. I'm telling you. Question for Turtleboy. How tall are you? Question for Turtleboy. How does he sleep at night with both eyes open? Only a comment, Lana. Love you, girl. Benny, what's up, man? Oh, I told you the name of that title, right? Impromptu live, bad day in court for Chrissy. Now, if you want to, the one that comes on after, like in chronological order, he goes to a bar. And again, he just completely threatens the fuck out of Chrissy. He says to her, now it's not too late if you want to fucking come and talk to me and blah, blah, blah. Like, because that's his way of, he was trying to get her, as long as she doesn't testify and say certain things, like we can still work with her, go into the dark side. She just can't testify and she can't say certain things. And oh yeah. Please let him testify. Why does he look like he's riding in a booster seat? He is riding in a minivan with his salmon shirt. I don't think he's going to take the stand. I think he's just telling people he's going to take the stand and make money. I mean, I believe that he's over there like, well, Kelsey got to take the stand. Kelsey had to tell her story. And I'm going to come across to the judge as credible. And it's like, okay, so you're going with the jury? Are we going jury or are we going? If Cosgrove hits them with enough of the objections to relevancy because of whatever he wants to talk about, like, and I think that Cosgrove's been owning them. And what? Oh my goodness, he's a fucking idiot. So effective, right? Question: how can one human be so fucking stupid? Yeah, and that's what all the people watch for. All the people that watch. Oh shit. We have another question. Were you on the Reed defense payroll? No, he wasn't. And he got super pissed when Alan Jackson hired Richie. Okay. He got super pissed about that. And his stuff was all going to come on the back end. Do you remember when he came out and he said, Karen, we can have 6 shows in 6 cities and we can both get, right around like 1.5 mil. Do you remember that? But he doesn't understand the statute, because he should have listened when people were saying, like, listen, we have to lay low because you can't be getting like some type of kickbacks, or Karen can't be going and doing all these things with you. That's part of the statute. That, like, he's an idiot. He's an absolute, like, sit your client down, like Mark and Bradel. When he's over here thinking he was going to get the band back together because, yeah, me and Karen, we got sued by the House defendants. I mean, an absolute moron. Ain't no fucking band getting back together. You thought that you would take, life insurance policies out by recording her lawyers. Okay? Alan Jackson tried to do you a solid, thinking that you wouldn't go and blow off your own dick to try to fuck them up. And here, you blew off your own fucking nuts, man. You blew off your own nuts to out Karen, and but you were the one that recorded her. You sent that to them. And it was a way for you to try to say like, hey, like this isn't the only one there is, and you guys are going to be doing this documentary with me. And then Karen's like, fuck you. After that point, she's like, Alan was going to do it, and then you did that, and it's like, fuck you, man. But it's just a cycle. But I just know that this man is never going to change. This is who he is. He's going to, yeah, he's a menace. He's a menace. The band is not getting back together. He's like, we're gonna get the band back together, motherfucker. He wants to sing like so bad, like a Boys to Men song, or what was it, like BB Mac. The guy lives in delusional land. The guy treats people like shit. I don't watch Will. I don't watch Jessica. I think Will's the biggest piece of shit on the planet. He's a fucking liar. He has no talent. He's a grifter. He's a deadbeat. He's a drunk. He is a waste of space. And I think Jess Machado has more talent in her left thumb than that man has in his entire body. So, yeah. But like I said, I don't condone bullying. I don't condone going after people. In fact, I think that it's the worst thing you could do. And there's just so many other things you can do. So, bahaha. Yeah, let's see what he does here at the end when he gets his van going. Bye-bye.
And confident that the court was not going to do anything to her, despite her long. Why? Because she's a fucking. They go, she used to be a preschool teacher. Oh, not anymore. She's not. Not anymore. She's not. So, and by the way, her business, she doesn't own a business. Her dad died and gave her a business, you know? Okay.
Okay.
All right, guys. So it looks like nobody's here. So I guess we'll.
All right, guys. Looks like nobody's here. Nobody wants to hear you guys. All right, guys. Looks like nobody's here. So I'm just going to call it a day. That's what. So Jess, I mean, you literally just need to send this to him and say, you're giving me advice. Like nobody was watching his shit ever. And this is exactly what the House defendants, Commonwealth witnesses put all up in their civil suit. Like this, he's a nobody.
Business, you know? Okay. All right, guys. So it looks like nobody's here. So I guess we'll talk to you guys later. Peace, Turtle Riders.
All right, guys. Looks like nobody's here. We're gonna call it a day. Peace, Turtle Riders. Peace. Peace. Take that. Clip that. All right. Looks like nobody's here. Have a good night, guys. We'll see you on the next one. The 404, gonna crush him. That bill is not going to be done in time, and he will be going to trial. I'm curious to see if they can have any. If there can, I would love to know if they can suppress any of his phones. Again, July 13th and July 20th are two big days for Turtleboy this month. And his trial date got pushed back from a November date to December 1st of 2026. So he's been stalling to try to get this bill turned into, to change the statute. And I did my homework and research today on that, and they're stalling that out. So see you on the next one. It's not happening. He needs to never be around courtrooms. He needs to stay the fuck away from kids. He needs to, he weaponizes the internet. And for me, it's like this man could drive somebody to commit suicide. And Nope. Yeah. We're good on all that, right? And I hope Alan Jackson, Karen Reed, David and Eddie are embarrassed as fuck. And if they're not, then that's only more of a representation of who you guys are as humans.